Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay,
Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here, and welcome to the BroCast. At a unusual time for the BroCast, I know our normal Sunday schedule is 3 p.m., and we're changing that a little bit today to compensate for the fact that I will not be able to be on tomorrow. So, welcome to the Saturday BroCast. We've got a very interesting show for you today. We're joined, we'll do the very quick introductions. My name is Commander Josh Hawkins, joined by my co-host Shibuka.
That was a lovely song renditioned by yours truly.
Yeah, that was Shibuka singing at the beginning. And for the time being, we have a stand-in for our other co-host, Turgeon, Mr. Greatest.
Hello, William.
Joined today, we have Commander XDeath, the finder and locator, triangulator, and all-around awesome guy who found us the alien runes. XDeath, if you'd like to say hello to the bros.
You made my ex bloody.
It was death. I thought I'd have to stylize it a little bit. And,
I thought you made that ex. Josh, you made his ex bloody
I
without
made his ex
asking?
bloody.
Without asking. Wow.
But you don't think it's cool?
No. Is that the X from the X-Files logo?
No.
I'm pretty sure that's the X from the X-Files logo, like the early '90s the X-Files logo.
Well, if it is from the X-Files logo, then it just happens to be the same one that I randomly
we're gonna be
picked a
hit
font
with some
on.
copyrighted infringement, like a you know what?
Well, I hope you don't mind that I made the X bloody. I just thought it looked better than if I made death all bloody, so I just went with just the X instead.
Death doesn't have to be bloody.
What kind of death are you talking about?
A peaceful one.
Yes, a
Oh,
peaceful death in
come
your
on.
sleep.
There
You're-
is a peaceful death in space.
I should have made it like frozen, like representing a death in space. Frozen or starving, or a combination of the two. Maybe asphyxiated. I don't know.
Oh Lord.
Well,
What a way to introduce the stream.
yeah, I know, right? Hey, we got to start it off with something interesting. So we've got XDeath here. XDeath is going to share with us a few of his secrets today. Or, well, I don't know if they're real trademarked secrets or anything, but he's going to explain to us or take a bit of time to help us to understand. Ooh, we got a bit of feedback on one of your guys' mics there.
That'd probably be me.
Oh, Turgeon!
I'm just dropping in for a minute. Can't stay, unfortunately. This is what comes with being a 24/7 carer for an 86-year-old dad with a medical history.
Yeah.
That makes Enigma rotas look simple.
Well, we have a Turgeon stand-in today, but unfortunately he doesn't come along with the soundboard and the winning personality of our other co-host.
Yeah, I'm lacking in that regard.
Damn, great test.
He's just
Yeah,
a little
way to go.
little more settled. That's all.
All right, Turgeon, well, we won't keep you, man, but we wish the best to you. Good luck.
Right. Well, before I leave, then I'll just, because this is bound to have cropped up sooner or later, and if it doesn't, then it'll crop up shortly. So
Let me guess.
hang on. Let's see.
Shoot the bloody hawk. I'll supply the ammo.
Close. Very close.
Shoot it. Shoot the bloody hawk.
There you go.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I knew that was coming.
But in honor of XDeath's wonderful discovery here, I'll just leave this.
It's science, man.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I'll hop off for a bit. I may or may not be back.
All right. Well, we hope to see you in a little
luck,
bit
guys.
there, Turgeon, and
Take care, buddy.
Hope you have a great day.
See you, Turgeon.
For everybody else, hey, Lucci. Lucci's been sitting in the chat. All I've been seeing is, hello? Hello? Is anyone here? Am I alone? And then finally, Greatest comes in. He's like, oi! And he's like, finally! So, Lucci, you're no longer alone. You have a whole bunch of the bros jumped in here. I hope that we'll get at least a good portion of the usual viewership, because
Yeah, it's filling up.
yeah, it's filling up. Okay, excellent. I see the chat's moving. Sorry if I'm still congested and sniffling. This cold just will not go away. You guys have no idea, like, the suffering I'm enduring. I just want to cry.
Then maybe you should.
Yeah, I might cry a little
Live
bit
on
on the
stream.
show a little later on.
You sure it's a cold?
Oh, yeah. Well, couldn't be anything else. I mean,
It could be
The
cocaine.
flu?
like Shibuya, it could be cocaine. You know, because if it's not a cold, it's always cocaine, right? Yeah, actually, it could be a flu. I don't know. I've had it since last Thursday. The stuff hit me like a pile of bricks, and in literally like one day I was floored on my ass and hasn't let up. I may run off and spray my nose a little bit with some nasal spray so I don't have to sniffle and stuff and actually sound like a normal human being. But we'll try to get this going here. I want to explain to the bros what's going on. Let you guys all know what we're actually going to be doing today. We have Shibuka over at the alien crash site.
Indeed.
Or
And,
crash site, excuse me, the alien ruins. Why did I say alien crash site? We did that once already.
And for anyone who doesn't know, right now the alien ruins are in darkness. It's nighttime here, and I have to say it's just about a completely
Eerie.
different beast at night.
Well, here's what we're going to do for the time being. I am going to take down the image. We're watching Shibuka stream right now, okay? So, oh, you got the ASP ship kit.
Yes, I was telling the guys last night. I feel like this is the ass that Paul Walker would drive.
Oh, jeez.
That's true.
Well,
Looks nice.
and apparently he drove a little like you do, so.
Oh my God! Too
That was
soon!
dark.
Oh
was dark.
no!
Ooh.
Oh,
Is that too
was
soon? Is that too
awful.
soon?
That was
Yeah.
awful.
Just
Well-
watch chat in about 10 seconds and you're gonna get roasted.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, we all know how Shibuka drives, so come on.
Oh, jeez.
So here's what we're going to do. While I get prepared for the event that we're going to be doing shortly, yeah, here it comes. Ouch. By the way, I'm also going down in history as the commander who first shot the alien artifacts. Or what was it? The orb.
Probably, yeah. That's true. Oh,
Yeah.
I scanned it, nothing happened. I'll shoot it then.
Yep, that's it. I just started an interstellar war. Sorry, guys. That's just how it goes. Listen, it comes down to two things, okay? When you look at what Elite presents to us, we have two choices. We can look at it and scan it, or we can shoot it. I did both. That's all. It was for science. You have to try
Oh
the
my
two
gosh.
options.
Well, we all know that Cannon would have done it eventually, so.
Actually, that's what I first did.
That's
When
there
the
you
pillar
go.
burst out- When the pillar burst out of the ground, I
You
scanned
got
it,
spooked.
then I shot it.
But you're Canadian, man. Come on. You should have been like, "Are you okay? Do you need any help? Let me get my med kit out." Hold on.
Would you
I
like
picked up
some
the
bacon?
relic.
Excuse me, sir.
I've got an emergency supply of bacon in my ship. Do you need any?
Yes, apply bacon thoroughly, liberally. It's nice to have another Canadian in the chat, by the way. So, everyone, XDeath is a Canadian. He lives just one province over from me, so go Canada. We're finally outnumbering the Americans on the show today. Woo! Eh?
Oh Lord!
How do you
You
like?
can never
Well-
outnumber an American.
How do you like them Maple Leafs, eh?
I'm
Never
just
outnumber
saying.
an American. All
I
right.
was about to say not if you include Shibuka's ego.
Yeah.
No, as many times as I've blown up on this show, I don't think I have much of an ego left.
So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to talk to XDeath a little bit while the show starts up, and while we're talking to XDeath and he's telling us a little bit about what he's doing, Shibuka's going to be real nice and fly us around the alien site, and he might get out in his SRV even and drive around, and I'm sure he's going to show off his ship kit a little bit more. Why don't you go ahead and show us the ASP ship kit a bit more so we can take a look at that. And while you're showing off the ASP ship kit, let's say hello to the people in the chat. So let's see. Oh, scrolling back up to the top. So we had Lucci in here first. Great test. Ryuk, Morpheo, Atreides, Commander Emperor Vac, Jay Funky, Tim Shellen. Okay, sorry. Tim, I'm going to fix it. Tim Schellingerhoot? Is that how you say it? It's like it's
Schellingerhoot.
Schellingerhoot?
Not with a ch at the beginning, but a sh, like sh.
Okay,
Schellingerhoot.
so the C is silent.
Yes.
Schellingerhoot. Okay. See, Tim, I'm learning. It only took like 4 months.
It's the same reason why the Brits say schedule, while the Americans are a little stubborn and
Yeah, we
decide to
say
say
schedule. Going back down the list, Yanis Kanelopoulos. Kanelopoulos. Yeah, I said that right. X-Men 2008, Frank G. Finster, George Hausberger, Peter Belinsky, Jogyaris, Brandon, Millstone, Barn, Heli Tony, Mark, Jopofiz. Who else is in there then? Oh, Arthur and Simon Taylor, Martin Mason, Academic Dust 514, and John Arnell. Way to go, guys. Thanks for joining us on this early BroCast. We hope to bring you something fun today. So, well, Shibuka is flying around and, well, actually he's showing off his ship kit now, so get a nice eyeful of those beautiful spoilers. That's exactly what he put on his car as well, by the way.
That is not what I put on my car.
Oh, sorry. The one on your car is much bigger than that, isn't it?
Oh, dear Lord. It is not.
I like how you kitted out the asp. All you did was put a spoiler on it. Where's the rest of it?
It's got the front thing on it. I don't like the wings.
Oh, you don't like the wings?
It's wide enough.
Oh.
It already
That's
looks
true,
like
yeah.
a flying squirrel.
It totally does.
Yeah.
It is a flying squirrel. Holy crap,
I mean,
you're
look at
absolutely
that.
right.
That is a flying squirrel. Now
Yep.
it's a flying squirrel who hung out a little too much with Vin Diesel.
Oh, there you see, Josh, I've been corrected. You pronounce it Schellingerhoot.
Oh, okay. Schellingerhoot. All right, well, Tim, sorry, I messed it up again. We'll wait until next week when I get it right.
Those damn Dutch Indians.
Well, let me show you guys something here real quick. Hold on.
Quick question, Shibuka. Which private group are you in? I can join you.
I'm in Jay Hawkins.
Yeah, he's
All right.
he's in mine, so you can certainly go ahead and join him there. And I am just switching ships because I know Greytest wanted to see this. So Shibuka.
Oh yes, please.
Yep, it's coming. Hold on, it's just loading up. Hold on. I'll put
I have no
Shibuka's
idea
stream
what we're
back in
talking
a
about,
second.
so I like it.
Oh yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, here goes. Do I have mine up and running? Oh, it's so sexy. My sweet, sexy vulture has the sexiest ship kit ever. Look at that. Look how sweet that is. Wait, let me
That's
That is
pretty
pretty
sick.
nice.
let me show you the
Oh,
rear.
you went for the small spoilers on the back?
Yes, but I have this on the rear. It's got a nice little. Well, honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the bumpers choices, so this was the only one that kind of added some flair
Oh,
to it.
nice.
It's got like these spiky things coming off the engines. It's too bad
Wow.
flames don't shoot out of those, but I
Dear
do like.
Lord.
Yeah,
I
that
do like
made
the
the
rounded
vulture
wings.
go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh,
You want to talk about me
look
being a
at it.
ricer?
Look at it. That's
I might be a
racist,
ricer, but
dude.
that is straight American rice right there.
He does not. He does not mean any offense to anyone when he says this. So we're gonna forgive Shibuka for using derogatory terms in the BroCast.
Oh my God! Let's not do that. Ford GT. Jay Funky has the idea. That was like a Ford GT, and I love it.
Hold on, I'm gonna take this puppy out into space just for a second, just so we can get a nice flyby view of it and see what she looks like in action.
I wonder, do those ship kits also count as hitboxes?
That's an excellent question. Unfortunately,
Let
we
me
can't
see if I
test
can
that today.
land my
Oh, shoot it with the SRV.
Oh, great test. That's your anaconda. Jesus. I saw something
What?
in the distance, and it was like lights. It's the lights on the side of the anaconda,
Yeah.
and I was
Again.
like,
Oh.
that's not a star.
Too dark. Way too dark here.
That's no moon.
That's no moon.
All right, you know what? We'll target the star just so I see where the heck it is.
Yeah, I parked it here on the plateau yesterday evening.
There we go. We'll get a little bit of light on this baby. All right, let's see her out in space. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, so sexy. I gotta get a paint job for her now.
Definitely.
Oh, man. I'm so happy with my vulture now. Oh my god. Like I said, though, it's too bad flames don't shoot out those little spikes at the back. That'd be pretty awesome.
Talons.
Talons?
Yeah.
Talons.
Yeah, they are kind of like talons. You know what'll be cool is if you can actually land it like a rocket now, you know, like land it on its rear. Just standing upright like this, you know. I'll just do like a SpaceX and kind of come down for a slow landing and land upright. I think it probably could do that with those little talons right there. Oh, it's so nice. I can't wait to bring it into combat. It's too bad it's not going to make the combat any better, but oh, hold on. Speaking of combat, let's pull out the
Dang
guns
it.
on this puppy. Let's see how she looks with the guns out. Oh, yes. I love the vulture so much.
Yeah, those wing additions that like close them up to a loop that
Yeah.
just enhanced it so much.
Yeah, it really did. You know, I wouldn't mind if... I'd love to see some other ship kits that change the entire look, just like rounded or more smoothed out, like kind of like the Imperial fighters a bit more, you know? But this one does have a very military kind of look to it. And by adding those on there, it's like now it's like sports military. I can't get over it. I was just waiting for this, and I'm so happy that they finally put it in. I think you put it in the bro bar the other day. You're like, the Vulture ship kits are here, and I was at work and I was like, holy crap! And I just bought them right away. I had to wait to get home, and I had stuff to do, so I like.
Yeah, I will have to wait for the next sale, but I will definitely get some more ship kits and paint jobs and SRV paint jobs and everything.
You know, I'll tell you guys this much: the little contest I'm running today, I'm thinking I might incentivize it a little bit. I haven't told anyone what the contest is yet, but I may incentivize it, and if someone can actually find it within the time of the BroCast, then I will. Oh, wait a second! I did not get docking permission. How come I don't have docking permission?
Because you're a noob.
You are trespassing in
Warning.
a secure docking facility.
You are trespassing.
Strongly advised to exit this area.
So I may give out either a Vulture or an Asp ship kit to whoever it is. Well, if someone is capable of completing the event that we have today. I'm thinking about it. I have not made a full decision on that yet. They are a little expensive, but you know what? I'm feeling generous.
Well, that's why I shouldn't do it, because I'd just be unfair.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know what the event is. I haven't really told anyone else yet, so let me land this.
Real quick, the ship kit parts do have a hitbox. I
Whoa.
just drove on the spoiler of my Asp.
Yeah, but for weapons, why is the ship not docked?
Oh, for weapons.
There we go.
Well, I mean, it should be for weapons. I mean, if it's
Thanks for joining the Hawkfalk Pegasus Plays. I don't know if you're actually in the chat right now or not, but thanks for the sub. All right, one more look at this sitting on the landing pad. Oh, it's so sexy. Beautiful ship. Really is a truly beautiful ship. Yeah, you're right though, Grey Test. These rounded wings here, like the looped wings, that's what did it for me. As soon as I saw that in the previews when they were showing that, I was like, I am buying that. I don't care if it's $100, I'm buying it.
if it was $100.
Okay, no, I wouldn't buy it if it was $100, but
Okay.
yeah, it certainly looks real nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put Chibuka's footage back up here because well, no, not Chibuka Vision. Hold on, Shibuka Live. There we go. Because while we are watching Shibuka roam around the ruins, for anyone who's not seen it yet, I don't know if you live under a rock. Hello, we've discovered alien ruins. Commander XDeath, our guest, discovered these alien ruins just Tuesday, right? Was it? No, Wednesday you found them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So while Shibuka explores the alien ruins a little bit, and I jump into another ship to go fly out somewhere, I'm going to tell you now what the event is, and we will start the event as soon as I reach the destination. So, the event is going to be that we are going to try, after XDeath has taken some time and explained to us what he did in order to triangulate, or what his process was to sort of narrow down and find the system that he found. I'm going to take a screenshot, and I'm going to put it on the BroCast for everyone to see, and I'll upload it into the Bro Bar on our Discord so everyone can save it and have it on a second screen if they want to. And we're going to see if someone else can use the screenshot to identify the location that I'm going to show you guys. So it's not going to be a specific location on a planetary surface. That's not necessary. Obviously, there's no alien ruins for you to go and find, but we want to see if you can narrow it down to the system and the planet that I'm going to be taking the screenshot from. So that's going to be our event, and you guys will have about 2 hours to do that. So I'm not going to go too far, and I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible by giving you a lot of visual clues. But yeah, I got to go find the locations. I'm going to take some time while Shibuka's driving around and we talk to XDeath to find that location.
I have to say, I consider myself pretty good in math and geometry and stuff like that, but I don't even remotely have a clue how you did that, XDeath. That's amazing.
I don't remember using much math. Some eyeballing math, I guess.
Eyeballing,
Wow.
man, I love it.
I think that's probably more what it is, right? It's just pattern recognition and just moving around until you got the right alignment.
More or less. Like, I don't know if there's any way to accurately... Well, there is a way to accurately mathematically calculate a system, but from just a screenshot, I don't think you'd be able to do that.
So you literally just looked at those constellations and said, okay, it has roughly to be somewhere there, and you went there and then you corrected as long as till it fits pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
once I narrowed down like the sector, 2 of the stars stood out that were both in the screenshot and in the area. I think the stars were the system fact and Epsilon Columbae.
Hang on, I'm going to turn my game sound down. I forgot I had it pretty loud from the other day. I was having a hard time hearing you myself here. Let's turn down this audio. There we go.
Yeah, I know. A large part of it was I cannot believe that they stuck the Pleiades.
That was a dead giveaway. I wasn't the first one who thought that. I mean, a couple commanders noticed, like, right away, that's the Pleiades Nebula, because it's the new blue look.
Yeah.
That just stood out. And then it's like, okay, well, just line that up with Andromeda, and you should narrow down the systems.
Yep.
Good job, man.
I'm saying I'm staring at it right now, and I mean I can see you've got Andromeda, the Pleiades, and then I think there was like a grouping of 2 or 3 stars
Yeah.
that was like kind of in a line with that. Is that something you used as well?
Actually, those stars didn't line up until I got to the system. That screenshot with the circles wasn't made by me. It was made by another commander.
Aramis, I think it was.
Aramis made the one where they circled the features on the planet. I took the
okay.
planet from my game, but
So what were you using? Like, how did you know you were in the right place? Was it just because of the alignment, or were you actually comparing the surface map of the moon as well?
I compared the surface map of the moon to the ruins. Commander Aramis's shot where he circled them, I noticed specifically the 2 big craters, but also the canyons and everything were identical. So
Now, did you feel pressure? Did you think that there were other people also looking for this, and you were like, did you feel like, were you excited that maybe you were the first one, or did you have a feeling that maybe someone else would find it before you?
looking back, I would say that someone else would probably found it. Like, I'd give it a day at most before someone would have found it.
Yeah.
Because Commander Tia Veal, it's also on the front page of the canon thing, was the first to narrow it down to the Sinu-Wifi sector. I didn't get any help from him. We kind of came to the conclusion separately, but he beat me to it.
Ah, so you were communicating with other people in Canon. Oh, by the way, I guess we should mention you're a member of Canon Interstellar Research, right?
Yes.
So obviously Canon was probably going crazy over this when the trailer released, and I'm sure people in the chat were talking about, where could this location be? So how many people do you think were also hunting for the same location from Canon that that you knew of?
Well, Commander Tiavel for sure, and I believe someone else also noticed the Pleiades Nebula in there. At least a couple people for sure. And that one guy, Julian Franco McCoy, also, after I narrowed down the system, offered to wing up, but he was busy doing something else, so he withdrew that offer.
Julian always wants to wing up. We should get Julian in here right now, actually. I'm surprised he's not in here already going, "We found the alien ruins!"
In that voice.
Well, that is pretty much Julian's voice, isn't it? We haven't seen him in the chat in a while. How come nobody's been pinging him? Usually, who normally bugs him like that? He probably muted them, so he doesn't get all the pings in our chat.
Yeah, we bugged him with the at everyone ping all the time.
Yeah, it was like, "Hey, at everyone, hey, at Julian, how are you guys doing?" So, XDeath, you guys got to the planet. Obviously, you had managed to narrow that down. You were using the... you had explained to me yesterday, you said you had narrowed down the sector first, right? Just by using... Were you using the galaxy map to do that, or were you actually jumping out there and doing a visual comparison?
The galaxy map's pretty useful because it does display the nebula and the background galaxies, but it doesn't do the stars from a distance. So you can see the Pleiades nebula and the Andromeda galaxy from a pretty good distance. So what I had to do just to manipulate the galaxy map is you have to zoom in really close to the system, because that's going to give you the best look at what it's going to look like from the system, and sort of line them up there, to best match the screenshot, which is a little... You have to flip it in your head, basically, because the screenshot... in the screenshot, it looks like Andromeda and the Pleiades Nebula are side by side, whereas in the galaxy map, it's one kind of on top of the other.
Now, do you think that you could do it without one of those static galaxies? I mean, if you had enough other visual cues, would it be possible to perform the same triangulation, or do you think that those static galaxies are really necessary for that?
The static galaxies are probably not. I could probably do a nebula and a nebula, and that's actually already been done.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else triangulated the site from that phone camera teaser from the Elite Meet. Somebody's already found that site as well, and that was just based off Barnard's Nebula. I actually did a bit of triangulation and narrowed it down to the sector, but he was already there, 2.1, so...
Which site was that? The one that they showed at Elite Meet, I thought that was the one that you had discovered, wasn't it?
Nope.
The one from that someone recorded on their phone?
What?
Yeah, the system, well, the site from Elite Meat is a separate site from the one that was in the trailer.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure in the canon because someone did a comparison shot of that and comparing it to the ruins, and it looks copy and paste, like down to even where the walls are like collapsed and everything. So we think they might have actually moved the site. That's a possibility.
Because I know Canon was looking at a particular system and a particular planet even.
Oh, well,
I just realized I made a bone move here. I'm jumping out to the system to take a screenshot, and I don't have a scanner with me to scan for planets.
Yeah, well,
Darn it.
X-Man 2008 just said in chat, it was Lucky Frontier gave us that quick screen glimpse. Don't know how he would have figured out that location otherwise. Michael Brooks actually said that they had a plan for us to find this site outside of using that trailer footage, and they're actually recycling that plan for something else.
Nice.
So we would have found it, but XDeath kind of
they
put a wrench in that.
They didn't count on XDeath using science to find it.
Now we would be virgin.
And that's really that's like, I don't know how I feel about that. The guys over at Frontier know that we have an incredible community that really is focused on the science of the game and will pretty much be able to figure anything out. And this came up in a conversation, I think, between, what was that, you and me and Turgeon were talking about this, Shibuka, about the signal that was found and the image that came out of the signal and how long it took for anyone to figure that out. And, I mean, look how quickly we're able to triangulate a system off of one screenshot, and yet we have an image with code and everything, and we can't figure out what that is, and the community can't figure out what it is. That was a big blunder on Frontier's part. That whole image in the signal thing just ended up being a big old mess. Like, what did we ever figure out what that was besides just pointing to... What did it point to? Can someone...
Cole 7.
It pointed to where?
Cole 70 sector.
Cole 70 sector, and what was there?
It's permit locked.
Yeah.
Permit locked. Okay. So we don't even know what's there yet. How long did it take for us to figure that out?
About a month, wasn't it?
My involvement with Canon at that time was kind of not there.
Yeah, well, I was following it pretty closely, and it was at least 3 weeks. And, I mean, I saw someone say this on the forums, and I kind of agree with it, to where I feel like David Braben almost told Michael Brooks, okay, the spectrograph thing was a little too difficult. They figured it out eventually. Make this one a little easier. He's like, okay. XDeath finds it a day after the trailer is released. David Braben just looked to Michael Brooks like, what the hell?
Oh, jeez. Arthur is asking what the full name of the system from the coordinates. I'm assuming he is asking for the alien rune site. If one of you guys could go ahead.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, thanks, man. Go ahead and post that in the chat for everyone. Also, you know what? Shibuka, can you post a link? Yeah, I can post a link. Here. I have it already. Right
Okay,
there.
cool.
If,
the system name is on the stream right now, and I'll pull up the planet and everything.
Well, what I'm going to do is just paste this into the chat, if I can.
Someone's already done that.
I was going to say, oh, there, it's in the description. That's the video that I took the same, well, a few hours after XDeath identified the runes. The system name and coordinates are in there as well. And if you don't have time to go actually and see them, although Shibuka's driving around right now, the video will show you all of the different individual objects that are collectible. You could see all of these. I mean, there was quite a few different things there. There was an orb, there's a totem, there's a casket. There is a orb, totem, casket, relic,
Tablet
tablet.
and orb. Oh, you said orb
No, I said
already.
orb.
Urn.
And urn.
And
That's
then
it.
the relic as extra, of course.
Yeah, the
Yep.
relic is kind of like the extra piece, and it doesn't come from the same place as those. Maybe Shibuka could
Yeah.
go and find if. Oh, okay, he's showing actually the location on the map right now, so you could see where on the planet it is. You know what, Shibuka? Pull up that surface map again. Let's show people where exactly it is on that surface map. There is a post on Reddit and on the official forums that has a lot of this information. They've put all the resources together. Maybe if someone could find that link and put it in the bro bar. Normally Turgeon would have that pulled up in a second. And I don't know if Shibuka has moderator privileges yet, because I never figured out how to do that.
Do not.
Do not?
Do not.
Okay, well,
Do
we'll...
not give him moderator privileges.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm getting out of that.
Yeah, exactly. So
Jeez.
that's why we never gave him. So if someone could maybe find that, and if you go to the official forums and look at the thread knot that started over there, all the resources, all the images show how to identify it. If Shibuka's showing the system map right now, you could zoom in. Oh no, you can't really zoom in much more from there.
Yeah, and that planet map is like really bleached looking.
Yeah, it really is. The one that I'm thinking of actually shows you how to get there from that big crater that's just where, well, just a little bit down to the right from where Shibuka's current location is on the planet map there. They have a nice zoomed-in version. If you go to that big crater, you can kind of follow by leaping from big crater to the medium and then the smaller, and then you're at the location. It's not too difficult to do. It's a lot easier than landing on the planet and trying to find the coordinates like that. That just turns out to be a real pain in the butt.
Yes, it does. I struggled with that for a long time last night.
Yeah, and if you want to see how much of a pain in the butt that is, watch the live stream as we were there trying to find it on day one that Commander XDeath had located it. We were flying around the planet as well, trying to... we weren't...
I didn't really... Your live stream, like, put that all in perspective. I didn't really realize how many people were searching that system. There was a lot of people there.
Oh, yeah, there were tons, man. I think everyone wanted the credit of saying, hey, look, we found it first. So, you know, regardless, you would have gotten credit for finding the planet, but if someone else would have found it first, it would have been a shared credit. It would have been like, XDeath found the planet, so-and-so found the alien rune site. But
of course, XDeath had to take it all.
Way to go, buddy. Way to go.
Now something that I think like is a huge deal is that XDeath, you're going to be in Drew Wagar's book.
Yes,
oh yeah.
That's absolutely astounding to me. All these commanders that are getting cemented in Elite Dangerous lore, because this book is canon. Like XDeath, there will be Galnet articles and like politicians in game and everything talking about you discovering this stuff. That's so amazing. I love that Elite Dangerous does this.
And not to mention, he's also becoming famous in real life as well, because all these gaming websites are talking about the alien runes that were just discovered in Elite, and they all say XDeath found the runes. XDeath did this. He and explaining his process for it. It's quite incredible. You know, you're gonna be like the next superstar in Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, Eurogamer asked me, how does it feel to be the most popular Elite Dangerous player right now? I didn't really think of it like that. I thought I was just, that guy who found the ruins. I didn't know.
Just
well,
that
it is
guy.
quite a feat, I have to say.
Oh, absolutely. Something you have to remember, though, with great power comes great responsibility.
Says the American.
I haven't been given any power. Or maybe
Yet.
I have.
Yet. They're going to give you the key to that permit lock system, and they're going to be like, since you found the alien ruins, you're going to be the first one to get to explore it. Wouldn't that be awesome?
It'd be sweet.
So for Drew Wagar's book, by the way, he's not going to be using the name Commander XDeath, I think. Is he going to be using your real name, or how's that going to work?
He's going to be using my actual commander's name. Bosch von Ronsenberg, which
Oh, that works out so well.
if you've played Final Fantasy 12, it's the character from Final Fantasy 12.
Oh, that's
That's
so
awesome.
perfect. Now, if I had found it, I don't really like the idea of Commander Shibuka being in a novel.
Yeah.
Shibuka's a little out there for a name, but it works out good that you had a halfway normal commander name.
Do you have
Yeah.
any clue as to how he's going to write it in? I mean, is there going to be a backstory for you, or like, did he tell you anything at all?
He asked me for a summary of the find and what led up to it, and the a bio for my character.
Nice.
So I wrote him a little short story
That's awesome.
of the find. I have a creative writing's a hobby of mine, so I just took advantage of communicating with another person, a writer, and actually writing it out with all the writing stuff, like adding a little exposition and character and a little flavor, I guess.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really amazing. Good for you. Well, that's going to be a book that we'll have to maybe start a reading on the BroCast. We'll do like a 20-minute segment on each BroCast and just like read a chapter.
Yeah.
The entire viewership falls asleep. Not because the book is boring, but because when people read books to you.
No, it's because my voice is like a
especially in
lullaby.
that sultry vocal fry.
Yeah, exactly. my voice is like
by
a
the way,
friggin'
Josh,
lullaby.
congrats to getting that video out so early, because that was like publicized on many sources as well.
Yeah, actually, it's funny.
You probably got a lot of hits from that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited over the fact that it's been pretty much plastered on every single announcement and website of the Alien Ruins. I mean, I kind of feel as popular as Commander XDeath. In fact, they thought I was Commander XDeath originally, and there's a funny story behind this, as a matter of fact. I was doing some Google searching, just trying to find some keywords to put on or to edit the video, just so it would get a little bit more traction on the search engines and on the YouTube search. And I was typing in, like Alien Archaeological, Elite Dangerous, Alien Site, Alien Ruins, and then I came across an article, which I think I mentioned to Shibuka and Turgeon pretty much as soon as I found it, because like my jaw just kind of hit the floor, and I was like, oh no. I came across an article by PC Games Zen, and I started reading the article. I'm like, oh, cool, there's an article about it. That's so cool. I love when Elite Dangerous is in PC gaming websites. And I'm reading the article, and it's like, oh, okay, so ruins have been found in Elite Dangerous, blah, 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 blah. And then it goes to the next paragraph, and it says, Commander Josh XDeath Hawkins triangulated
Yeah, I
the
saw that.
site. And I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, I'm not XDeath. What the hell? How do they think that I'm him? And I guess the reason why is because I had the live stream going at the time of the discovery, which was amazing. I don't think anyone else was live streaming it, and really getting to sort of show how many people were there, like you said, XDeath. And then we live streamed for about 2.5 hours. I drove around in the live stream, showed off a bunch of stuff, and then I realized, you know what? Why am I live streaming? I need to make a proper video. Nobody's going to sit and watch the 2.5-hour live stream just to see the ruins at the end, except for the people who enjoy watching live streams, and that's not the majority of the population. That's that's the guys in the BroCast right now. It's maybe around 2,000 other people that watch the BroCast in its entirety every single week, but there's like 1 million players that are not going to sit down and watch 2.5 hours. So I'm like, damn, I got to get a video done right away. And at the end of the live stream, I was already pushing my luck with my wife, and anyone who watched it knew that I was supposed to be spending time with her that day. I promised. I said, honey, I promise we're going to spend time together today. I just want to live stream a little bit of this, going looking for the alien ruins, and I don't even think we're going to find them. I mean, when we went looking for the alien crash site in several live streams, we didn't find anything. And then it was like, oh, someone found it and here's a video of it, and it was like, okay, well, too bad we missed out. So I didn't expect to find anything, and I thought the live stream would just be fun, going on the hunt. But sure enough, you did find it, and we went and captured it there, and I was like, okay, I need to make a video. So I ended the live stream, I went over to my wife, and I'm like,
Listen. I love you, right?
I had this like puppy dog look on my face and like tried to muster up the cutest, sweetest, most sincerest request possible, because she was sitting there the whole time I was live streaming waiting for me, and I go out there and she looks at me and she's like, what? Like,
They found it, didn't they?
I'm like, I kinda have to make a video now. And I mean, she knows. She's married to me. She's watched me make these videos for the past year, and she knows that when I say I'm gonna make a video and it's already 9 o'clock at night, that means I'm not coming to bed till 2 a.m. So I bargained with her, and we came to an agreement. Valerival, thanks for joining the Hawk Vlog. But she said, okay, and I explained the importance of it to her, and she's very understanding. I love you, honey. If you're listening, she's driving out to Quebec City right now. If you're listening, thank you so much for letting me do that. It was amazing, and it really paid off in the end. So, yeah, I threw out that video together very quickly. I had to block Greytest and Shibuka, who were both at the site, and go into solo mode because I'm like, I gotta focus, and just pumped out the video real quick, got that out there, and yeah, very fortunate that I was the first one to get that
until
out.
you needed me at the end, right?
Yeah. I jumped in at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, so tired. I was taking a muscle relaxant and cold and flu medication, nighttime cold and flu. So like my eyes were burning, and I was fighting like just to stay awake while I'm editing videos, and I couldn't remember the names of everything. I was like, what the hell is the name of that thing? Oh, crap, I can't remember. I go back, I'm like, oh, Greytest, what's the name of the thing that has the glowing stuff on it? You must have heard how tired I was in my voice when I came on there. Or at least excited tired. It was a combination of...
You did good, Josh, you did good.
Yeah. Anyhow, it was a fun video to make, and... I'm really honored by the fact that it's got such a great reception so far. But going back to that article, I wrote an email to Steve Messner, the corresponding editor for PC Gamer magazine. After I saw that it came out on PC Gamer, I got home. I'm like, oh no, it's spreading. Like it's not just PC Games End now. Now it's on PC Gamer. So I said, I can't let this go on anymore. XDeath needs the credit for this. He found it. Not only did you find the planet, but you found the site as well, which is like a double whammy. Amazing job. And so I wrote him a letter, and I explained what had happened, and he very quickly responded back and said, okay, I've corrected it. Thanks for letting me know. And I put that up on Reddit because I was worried that, there's a portion of the community that knows who I am from my videos and the BroCast, and I didn't want them thinking that I was trying to steal credit from XDeath. So posted that on Reddit, and the response I got was actually pretty surprising. I went to bed with 1 upvote and woke up to 100 upvotes and people saying, "Hey, good job, man," and got gilded on Reddit. So thanks, Reddit. Thanks for that. And
you also woke up to someone saying I was cute.
Yep. Yep. They thought Shibuka was cute. Your claim to fame there, Shibuka.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
Josh, would you be as kind to accept Tim into the Jay Hawkins group real quick?
I think I can do that, Tim. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. We don't accept Dirty Dutchmen into the... Oh! You freaky deaky Dutch. Nah, I'm just kidding,
Lord.
Tim. Here you go. You may join the group. There you go, Tim. You've got access. Okay, this is the location I wanted, but I don't know if this is going to work. I might have to find another location. How long have we been broadcasting right now? Let's see.
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour. Okay, so I have like 10 minutes to maybe find us.
I'm actually reloading my game because textures are not loading in for me.
You're reloading your game.
Yep.
Should I log out as well so it resets basically?
No, you should be fine.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm just looking for a... I thought this system would be a good spot because it appeared like it would be when I first looked on the galaxy map, but this is not going to be a good spot. So I'm looking for another system to take that screenshot for you guys to get started on the hunt. While Shibuka reloads his game.
So did I understand it correctly? We now have to do the same thing that XDeath did to find a different location.
That is correct, sir.
Oh Jesus!
But I'm gonna try to make it easy. I don't know if that's even possible, but I'm gonna try.
Just have a picture of Soul. Picture of Soul.
Just take a picture from Soul.
That's when I originally did this, I thought that would actually be a good idea, but then I was like, no, that would be too easy. I am not going to underestimate the brain power of the bros. I know you guys. You're a bunch of smart Alex, and you're going to figure that out way too quick. So I'm a little bit away from Saul. I'll tell you how far of a range, just so that it's not going to be 2 weeks. But XDeath did it pretty quick. All in all, XDeath, how long would you say you committed? Like, how many hours would you say you committed to finding it?
The system probably took about an hour to find. But the ruins was like 6+ hours to find.
Now, were you really surprised when you came across the ruins finally? Were you like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually got the place?
Yeah.
You must have been super happy, dude.
And I was so excited, my hands were shaking, like...
Wow.
And I was battling doubts on the forums from at least one other user for sure. He's not a bad guy. He's cool. But,
Why he didn't believe that it was the right system, or?
Yeah. He's a mod on Discord, so I don't want to talk bad on him too much.
Well, we can talk bad about him.
I know. We won't mention any names, but I know who you're talking about.
No.
Yeah, okay, you know who I'm talking about.
But it's I can understand that though, because it seemed, especially kind of watching it unfold in the canon Discord and on the forums, it seemed like it was unfolding very quickly, and it was almost like this is too good to be true. It really seemed like there was absolutely no reason for this to be happening so quickly, because every mystery in Elite takes time.
Yeah. And
I think it was just like an oversight on the Frontiers app. When
absolutely.
they took the shot, they were looking at how the pillar was rising up in front of the planets and didn't think to look in the background and see, oh, that's the Pleiades and Andromeda. Maybe we shouldn't show that.
Maybe.
Yeah, did you
know,
see the live stream with the interview with David Braben? I think there he actually said that in the first version of the trailer, they left some frames in there they, didn't check, basically, and they maybe shouldn't have left in there.
Like an original version, or...
I'm not so sure what he actually talked about there, if that was a different version we didn't see or was only up for a brief amount of time. But he actually mentioned that. But then again, I think you used the final version of the trailer, right?
Yeah. I used the final one, the one that's uploaded on their channel.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently there has been another version of that with some extra frames that could give away something. I guess in the end it didn't matter.
It might have been the Elite Meet one that they were talking about.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know.
That would make sense to why this is kind of like, because again, that's that phone camera screenshot from that. The ruins look.
Shardar in the chat says he saw the original version.
So, in the original version, is that another location?
Not sure. I guess it maybe was only referring to this location, so maybe it's not even relevant anymore. But if there's something else to be found, maybe we could have gotten some extra hints out of that.
I think these ruins might have been like the showcase of the trailer. There was a lot of other mystery stuff they showed there, from like the missing and the other threads going on.
And the space coral,
Yeah.
which nobody's seen yet, and I have spent considerable time now looking for surface features, and I still just can't find them. It pisses me off to no end that I cannot find surface features. They're in the game. I'm an
Yeah, I
explorer.
can't find them. I can't find them. I find these ancient ruins I still can't find geysers or anything like that.
It's right. It's really upsetting, honestly. Like, come on. You know what we're missing, and this has been said before, and I'll say it again. We don't have the right tools as explorers. We need some type of scanner that's going to help us find this stuff. Otherwise, how are you? You can't just drive around an entire planet looking and hoping that you're going to find it. You know, it's ridiculous.
And yeah, many people are kind of coming to the conclusion that that blue POI circle thing in the radar is just
Useless.
shit. It
Yeah.
is just garbage.
It's completely useless.
Well, I was going to try and get a shot of the pillar opening up, but I kind of flipped over it as it was coming out of the ground.
I mean, I can
Oops.
understand Frontier not wanting to make it too easy because, you know, if I like scanned this planet and then it was like beep boop anomaly detected and pinned down this exact location, it would be a little kind of too easy. I get that, but
There should be some type of mini game though, and scanners. You should have some type of heat map or like. Okay, so look,
Yeah, something like that.
if it narrows it down to a 500 square kilometer radius, and then like the POIs, you kind of have to explore that area, there's nothing wrong with that. A 500 square kilometer radius can take you hours to explore as a single explorer, and there's no reason why we can't do that, and that's huge. I mean, I think that's way bigger than it needs to be. You know, if there's like alien sites, and if these things are common out there, one person going off exploring is never going to find these things unless they have an idea as to where to look first.
exactly.
That's it. That's all there is to it. And the surface features, I know David Braben said in previous videos that, hey, you know, well, they're really common. Based on our calculations, they're actually much more common than you might think. Well, that's great. But if you can't find them, then what's the point? Just take them out of the game. There's no point if you can spend 5 hours looking and can't even find a single surface feature. Like, come on, man. You know, as an explorer, I want to make money. I don't make any money from driving around on the surface of a planet looking at rocks.
You want to make money and you chose your career as an explorer?
I want to make money when I get back home. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I could tell you a couple optimal ways to do that.
Oh,
I don't find that overtly fun, but
No, and I don't want to do that. That's what I'm saying. I want to explore the galaxy. I want to see all these cool places, but at the same time, I'd like to make a little bit of money. And what I'm saying is I'm not opposed to stopping and wasting time not making any money at all, which is opposed to the jump scan, you know, detailed surface scan, all that stuff. But if I want to go look and like appreciate the sights a little bit and take a couple hours of my time to go and look at surface features and go, wow, this planet is really unique, which I do. I drive down to the planet, or I fly down to the planet, I'll drive around, I'll look for really interesting sights, I'll look for tall mountains or deep canyons and get videos and footage of it. But if I'm going down with the intent of finding surface features, I don't want to just drive around the surface of a planet aimlessly and waste all that time. And that's what I'm saying, making money.
Yeah.
I'm wasting time as an explorer doing nothing but driving on the surface of a planet looking for something that should not be that hard to find. If we had a scanning
sometimes
tool...
you won't even find it.
Exactly. Well, sometimes. Most of the time. In fact, for me, all of the time. I have not yet found a surface feature on any of the planets that I've explored in the beta or in the live since it's gone live. So, yeah. Some type of heat map scanner, some type of POI scanner, similar in function to the one that we have now, would be really nice. And, you know, just narrow it down to a certain area that we can then go and look for ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, I have got the screenshot here. I'm going to go ahead and snag this screenshot as I drop it a Super Cruise. And then I'll post this up for everyone to begin the hunt as soon as they feel they would like to. Just trying to get a good angle here. There are many, many clues in this image I'm going to post here in just a sec, by the way, guys. Although I should stop my ship. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. So many clues. You know what? Maybe I'll... Shibuka, how do you... oh, I guess you have to change the resolution for that wide angle, right?
Yes. And I'm pretty sure you might be able to do it
Yeah, of course I can.
on your monitor.
What's the resolution that you go to for a wide angle?
2560 by 1080.
Of course, it doesn't give me that option.
Nope, because your monitor isn't that size.
Nope. I could probably do it through the NVIDIA control panel, but... Damn it. I really want to have this extra little planet in the screenshot. It's not going to work. Let's see if I can take it from a different angle. Well...
Look at chat, Josh.
Yeah, you screwed up, mate.
Oh, shit.
Well, I guess the ship kit goes to Charles McManamy.
Okay, everyone close your eyes. We'll do this again. Just close your eyes and we'll try that again. Oh, man.
Actually, let me do it, Josh. I don't think anyone has my secondary account.
Yeah, but now you have to find another system.
That's true. Well,
That doesn't work very well.
I feel like I thought about that when you were telling me about this, and I just didn't say anything.
Well, way to go.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't say anything, but I didn't.
You see how easy it was? I told you the bros were smart. This is why I have to unfriend you all. We can't have nice things because of this, all right? Oh, well.
Way to ruin it, Charles.
This is the sound of me bashing my head on the microphone.
Charles, you shouldn't have said anything and then just been the first one there.
Owen Stobaz, thanks for joining the Hawk Vlog. Don't unfriend, please, says Tiger Killer. Don't unfriend, please. Well, I don't know. How am I going to do this now? Everyone's going to see me on the galaxy map.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
totally missed that.
I should have thought about that too. I've got like 30 people on my friends list that are online right now, and they're probably every single one of them is in the BroCast. If I go into solo, will people still see where I am?
No.
Nope.
Haha!
Wait, you were in open for that, Josh?
Where am I? I thought I was in the... No, I'm... Yeah, I'm in open.
Oh my god, Josh. Really?
Oh, well. Oh, well. It's too bad. This would have been a
Blame the
great
cold.
screenshot, too.
Blame the cold.
Yeah, I'm blaming the cold. Okay, I'm going into solo. We'll try again.
Just popping back for a minute or two here. I missed a Josh Classic, didn't I?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
Oh,
Did-
yeah.
I
did
just
you
caught the
catch
end
it?
of it there.
Okay,
Read the chat.
This is what it was. He was going to try and recreate the scenario that XDeath had in trying to find a system. And he was going to take a screenshot and have chat try and find it. And the Muppet decided to take this screenshot while in open.
Yep.
Nice one.
Someone's like, oh, we see you. We know what system you're in. Like, oh, damn you
I'm
bastards.
saying nobody should have said anything.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Should have kept your mouth shut. You would have got a free ship kit. That's what you get. Now, no ship kits for anyone.
Josh would have been like, 3 minutes? Oh my god!
Oh,
Just like Shibuka's wife says. Oh.
Wow. That was
This
so
is
low,
this is
man.
the route. This is the route. We're getting personal now.
Yeah.
Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. You called me a Muppet.
Everyone calls you. Well, not everyone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All of
All
Turgeon's
right.
AIs call you Muppet.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I can't. That's discriminatory.
Well, because you've never used the word Muppet in your life. That's why.
Well, no.
Except for when you were a kid going, can we watch the Muppet Show? That's probably the
I've
only
never
time.
liked the Muppet Show
What? How could you not like the Muppet Show?
because I was a sophisticated child.
Oh,
That's the opposite of sophistication. There, not liking the Muppet Show.
exactly. The Muppet Show was like it was like a puppet show for adults that kids watched, and we didn't understand a lot of it because
It
we
was
just
a-
liked the Muppets.
It was a puppet show.
One of the best puppet shows ever. Thank you, Jim Henson.
Not one of the best, the best.
Exactly. Thank you. Well, I mean, Fraggle Rock was pretty good too, and
Yeah, but they're all like spin-offs and offshoots.
yeah,
All done by Jim Henson too.
true. Or the Dark Crystal. Was Dark Crystal by Jim Henson as well? I want to say it was because like he
Yeah,
was
he
pretty much the
pretty
only one
much-
who did all of that stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The puppets
Like,
and
pretty much
animatronics.
anything. Yeah, 'cause he even went
And Labyrinth.
as far as as doing Labyrinth.
Yeah, amazing. Truly amazing. It's time to put on music. It's time to light the lights.
Oh
It's time to
lord.
get things started on the Muppet Show tonight. Bum, 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 bum. You know you love it. You
I
all love it. Hey, we were talking about singing. Shibuka started the BroCast before we went live by singing Britney Spears. So don't say "or Lord" with me singing the Muppet Show. Thanks, Tom.
Whoa,
for this up.
and you think you're sophisticated?
Britney Spears. Okay, that is a modern art piece. That shaved head was art.
You mean contemporary art?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Britney Spears is the whole package. You know, the drama, the
The male pattern baldness.
She represents
whole
everything
pack.
that is pop culture today. A child star who
It's a
is
critique on
wholesome,
modern art.
you know, and worked for Disney and everyone respected, turns into a drug-using, leaked videos of her doing drugs on the internet, spreading her legs with no panties and hanging out with Paris Hilton. Like, come on. It's the fall of the pop culture. It's terrible. But she's a good singer. I mean, I'll give her that much. At least she was when she first started.
Hull integrity
Nope.
compromised. Warning.
Hull integrity compromised.
Ah, dang it.
All right, well, I've got another system I'm going to jump out to. And
All right, cool.
I think this one will be okay. It's going to take me a little longer to get there. Making
Jesus,
sure
Josh.
nobody can see me on the galaxy map now, right? Can we double
Now watch.
check
Josh
that?
is gonna pull his live stream up next.
Watch me jump to the system. See if you could figure it out. So,
Put the HUD off.
for the bros and sisses in chat, anyone have any questions for XDeath? Anyone want to say anything or ask him anything in regards to his finding of the alien ruins? Go ahead, put your questions in chat, and we'll get to those. Tiger Killer's messaging me saying, "I cannot see you." I don't know. I'm not sure if I believe that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we can't see you. We just know you're online.
4, 3,
You can't trust anyone now.
Trust no one. That's my motto. Except for XDeath, because he's a Canadian. Fellow Canadians, we got to stick together, man. Represent. What was that?
What?
That weird little bleepy
Ding.
noise.
Somebody
Oh,
got a
that
text.
was me testing to see if this is actually working at the moment. Let's see if it is now. Because I had to restart the system while I was away.
You cheeky Muppet.
Yeah, that works.
That's right. How did you
That's
find
Mr.
the
Book.
alien runes? Asked Logan Clark. Do you want to explain again how you found the alien runes, XDeath?
Well, it's a bit of dumb luck and trying to get into the developer's head, because there's no way to efficiently search an entire planet, so you have to pick the most interesting looking spot at the planet and say that developers put it there because that's the most interesting looking spot. They want it to be found, so they're going to put it in the coolest spot. That's the way I reason.
That is the way, yeah.
Well, how low were you flying? Like, what we were doing during the live stream is we were getting as close to the surface as possible and then just doing a slow super cruise and looking for the feature. Is that what you did as well? Like, how did you find the actual site?
I didn't do the super cruise trick. I know you can do it, but I completely forgot about it for some reason. And when I watched your stream, I was like, I should have done that. No, I was just flying at regular speed. Flying a Cobra, which is a pretty fast ship with some upgraded thrusters, so you can like cover a lot of ground normal thrusters way, compared to something like the Anaconda, which is really slow.
Yeah, that's very true.
And it can be heard and clearly seen from about 7.5 kilometers away. The ambient audio will start and stuff. So that's what I did is when I got close and I was gonna stop and I think I wrote a post, I believe, on the forums, and it had something to do with trying to refute the doubter again. And
shun the non-believer. Shun.
I had stopped or slowed my ship, and as I got back into the game, I can hear something. And I'm like, "What is that?" Because the ambient audio started, and it was like, "Yeah, it's really spooky," as you said yourself, Shibuka. And so I orient my ship to get it towards the sound of there in the distance, so they can see the little black dots of the structures and everything in its form, and there we go.
Okay, there's a couple other questions in chat. When you first landed, did you realize you were the first?
It's pretty sure I was the first. Apparently someone found it 9 minutes after I did, or at least he made a post on the forums about 9 minutes after I did. He found it on his own. So it was pretty tight there, I guess.
Yeah, pretty tight. There's a good question here. Where is it?
So you're sort of spiritual discovery explorers, but in Elite Dangerous terms, because they like competition and tagging things. Here you go first.
Oh, here it is. Owen Stobus says, "What do you think the runes actually are?" I mean, you are the person who found them. What are your thoughts on the runes?
A lot of suggestions have been around on the forums. Some have suggested that it's a grave site.
Mm-hmm.
Only going on because of the use of the term casket and urn, which is typically associated with burials, but they are not exclusively associated with that. You can have urns that carry tea and caskets for jewelry.
Very true.
Someone said that it might be some giant circuit board because of the way the dirt formations from high up in the sky kind of look a little weird. Someone else said that it's might be like an AI, or some people suggested that it might be from one of the human generation ships they sent out like 1,000 years ago or something like that in the Elite lore, and this might be remnants of that. Another suggestion was that it's this is like an actual AI, and these are all AI server banks, the obelisks and stuff.
Turgeon?
And
Does Andrew have anything to say about that?
It's Atlantis. That's what it is.
Does Andra have any thoughts, or Cass have any thoughts on the fact that it could potentially be an AI city?
No.
No.
Well,
What?
there you go.
All
There
right.
you go.
Yeah.
The last,
Who's
Continue,
that?
XDeath.
Field scooping.
the last one that come up, and the one I'm kind of leaning on, is an ancient like library or something.
An archive.
Yeah, an ancient archive, maybe from a race that was dying, wanted to preserve their knowledge. Because when you scan those obelisks things, and you get that data, right? You don't know what it means, but
Yeah.
someone pinned it down.
I'd hope it's that. I'd prefer it if it was that. I'm with you on that one.
I have one interesting theory to that. I tried to discuss it yesterday and the day before in the I think in the Children of Rexta chat actually, because I noticed that those 5 different data patterns you can get from those obelisks have each a different grade, 1 to 5. So, and they don't match up with alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. So I thought this might be a sequence they're giving us here. And I also noticed that the descriptions of those data packages all are basically saying the same, but the wording is different each time. So there might be some sort of code hidden in there.
Well, speaking
that
of
is a curious thing.
code,
Frontier don't normally do that.
there have been mentions of some interesting space probes that have been discovered that are spewing out some weird code as well, and we don't know if this is in connection with the alien ruins or not, but there are some other mysteries going on within the game right now that are in the process of being solved as well. Have you guys heard about this? These beacons that are... I think there's one in the Sol system, if I'm not mistaken.
I have a
Yeah,
theory,
around Jupiter, I think.
and everyone knows that my tinfoil is normally on a little too tight.
Yeah, the
but-
tinfoil is strong with this one.
Yes. To go with the beacons found in Sol and in the bubble and everything, I have to start at the alien site, the archaeological site. I don't think this is the missing, because if it was the missing, they would have been here 300-400 years ago. And I feel like their technology and what they would build and everything would have to be somewhat recognizable to us, not completely alien like this is, because we can't understand any of this. And
True, I agree.
It's not old enough. So
Yeah, they'd have had like some words
Right.
we could read. If it's us.
exactly. So I think that this particular site is maybe connected to Raxla. As like I think the civilization that built this was the same civilization that built Raxla. People are calling them the Ancients. I like to think of them as the Guardians.
Ooh.
You know, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But I think that's what this is, and I think it's completely separate from the stuff that's been found in Sol and everything. Because you know, FDev has said that 2.2, a major focus of 2.2 is going to be the missing, and we haven't seen anything from the missing.
No,
So I
not
think
yet,
I
no.
think that these beacons are picking up signals from the missing.
Well, if we were to take that theory, then we have some potentially very interesting outcomes, because the scanned data is and the objects there, they say that they could be used by engineers for upgrades, right? So if this is like a guardian race, and let's say, for example, the Thargoids are like the enemies that come and invade. Of course, this is all speculation. We don't know. Maybe the Thargoids are not as bad as we think they are. You know, but if there's maybe another alien race that poses some threat to the galaxy, maybe we'll be able to add alien effects through engineers to our weapons.
Well, I do find it interesting that they say can be used by engineers for blueprints, and we don't have the blueprints yet. It does reinforce that FDev are like, what? They found it? No, they weren't meant to find it yet.
But like, I think
the blueprints.
I think there's one active alien race in the game. Well, maybe not implemented yet, but there will be. And I think that the ancients that are behind this site and are behind Raxla, I think they've died out. I think they've had their time. I think they either died out or they pulled
this
a...
location, from an archaeological point of view, you've got your shiny metal bits sticking up inexplicably. The reason for that is probably so that we can drive up to them and go, oh, look, shiny metal bits, obviously, because that's always cool, blue glowy bits. But the rest of the place, from an archaeological standpoint, is buried. Now, if you're on a weatherless moon, which is what this is supposed to be, because we can land on it, no atmosphere, how is it buried? Like it's been buried either by millennia of dust storms covering
solar
it,
wind,
encasing
Turgeon.
it,
Solar
or
wind.
the bottom of an ocean. It looks like the kind of things you
meteorite
find.
impacts.
Yeah, meteorite impacts could do that as well.
I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough canyons around or craters around.
There would be craters near it that would have thrown the ejector over it, and it also would be lopsided. You'd have lopsided fallout, wouldn't you?
I want to discuss this a little bit more. I want to continue this exact same discussion, but we're going to take 2 seconds just to have a word from our sponsors. We're an hour and 20 minutes into the BroCast, and I just want to put a quick mention out there for the people that are joining in right now, and for anyone who is new to the BroCast, who might have found us through Reddit or any other means. You're watching the BroCast. This is a weekly event. We do this usually on Sundays. Well, it's always on Sundays. I shouldn't say usually. Every Sunday from 3 p.m. Eastern Time till 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Today we're broadcasting at a unusual scheduled time just because I will not be able to be here tomorrow to do the show. So if you're enjoying what you're watching right now, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click that like button so you have a reminder of where exactly it is that we are and how to find us. And come back next Sunday at 3 p.m. I'll just do a quick round of introductions for everyone in the channel right now. My name's Commander Josh Hawkins. I'm joined by my 2 co-hosts, Shibuka.
Hello.
And Turgeon Starstone.
Hello.
As well as our resident bro, Commander Greytest.
Hello, William.
And XDeath.
Hello.
Who is the discoverer and finder of the alien runes that is all the buzz in Elite Dangerous right now. Commanders Shibuka, Turgeon, and myself are all YouTube content creators. As you've probably seen from our channels, we each have different series that we produce. Turgeon has an excellent series called Turgeon's Travels. Shibuka's done the documenting of the Distant Worlds expedition, which I'm sure he will certainly try to resume for other expeditions. He's also produced the Legacy series. Myself, I produced, I do the live streams, as well as patch and update videos for Elite Dangerous, and I produce a series called Exploring the Milky Way Galaxy, which is following Commander Josh Hawkins on his trip across the galaxy. You're certainly welcome to check out the links that Turgeon's put in the chat there to take a look at all of those different videos if you like that type of thing. There's hours and hours, literally hours upon hours of entertainment for you just waiting at your fingertips. So feel free to subscribe to all 3 channels and take a look back often because we do put out updates on a regular basis.
The best thing is, unlike other entertainment channels that have subscription fee, ours doesn't.
That's right. It's all for free.
You can watch all of our content for free.
Courtesy of YouTube, minus a few advertisements, which, I'll just put a quick mention out there because we are YouTube content creators. We're not running on Twitch. We don't have, tip jars and stuff like that like most Twitch streamers do. I'm pretty sure we all have donate buttons on our website for people who want to donate money, and once in a while that happens. But just for the people that are watching this right now, and for anyone who watches this later on, if you enjoy the content and you don't want to actually donate money to us directly, you can always help just by watching the advertisements on YouTube and not closing them. If they do pop up and it says skip ad, wait that extra 20 seconds, watch the ad, or even click on it and then come back to the channel. That's how YouTube people make money. So it's not that big of a deal for you and you don't mind helping us out, that would be a great help if you take those 30 seconds, watch it, click the ad, and then come right back to the channel. It makes a big difference for us, as a matter of fact. It's the difference between us making 5 cents and making 10 cents per video. So,
if you like, you can have the ad on, and you can be flipping the bird at it while you're watching it.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Why not? I do
Corporate
that.
bastards and their commercials.
Well, I flick the V's because I'm English. I flick the V's at them.
Do you still get it if the ad's muted?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mute your speakers. And when I said 5 cents and 10 cents, I didn't mean we get 10 cents if you watch an ad, because it's more like 0.00001 cent per click or something like that. It's ridiculous. But I mean 10 cents total for the whole video that we spend 5 days producing.
Yep.
The life of a YouTube content creator. Hey to everyone that's in the chat right now as well. Just seen a couple more people pop in there. Hey Mini Kill or Tiny Dude, Odin, Omen. Welcome to the BroCast. I know we're on a slightly off schedule for today, so apologize for the change in schedule, but really happy to see you guys all here. Also want to mention that I am now, 4 jumps away from the new destination, so I'll have a screenshot up in just a second. We are going to be running an event for the last hour, for the second half of the BroCast, let's say. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to try and duplicate what XDeath did, which he said he did pretty quick too, within an hour or so, of narrowing down the location of a system that I'm going to post a screenshot for in just a few more minutes. So I'll have that screenshot up on the screen. I'll post it in the bro bar. Turgeon, if you wouldn't mind linking the bro bar for everyone. If you're not already in our Discord, click on that link, join in Discord. There's active chat in there. You can talk to all the different commanders who enjoy it. We, Turgeon, Shabuk, and myself are active in the chat as well on a daily basis. And if you ever want to message us or talk to us, that is the absolute best way to do it. Don't message us through YouTube. The YouTube messaging system is shite.
Wait, YouTube has a messaging system?
Yeah. which I'll get messages that I didn't even know, and I'll look and be like, oh, I got a message.
3 months later.
Yeah, that was 2 months ago. There's no notification. So for anyone who sends us a message on YouTube, don't do it. I don't even check it anymore because it's useless. I read every single comment on every video that I've ever posted, and I do reply back to some of them, but the messages, like the private message that you can send through YouTube, the most garbage messaging system. Get on our Discord, send us a private message in there, chat with us in the bro bar. We're on there every single day, and we are more than happy to do that. I'm going to post a picture very shortly in the bro bar, as a matter of fact. That's where you'll be able to find the image, and I'll put it up on the screen as well. And if you don't have Discord or you don't want to take the time to do it, it's a web-based chat program, so you don't have to install anything.
I just had a thought.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry to
That's new for you,
isn't
it?
Hey, just a second. He had a thought.
It was like his brain just went like, ding, level 1.
I'm staring at the site from
Oh my god, you can't be
above right now.
serious.
Cass, I will reach through this computer. Okay, so Turgeon saying that this looks like it was underwater got me thinking. And the way that the system is laid out right now, it doesn't really seem feasible that this place ever had an atmosphere. So it got me thinking about Merope 5C and how people say that it's an artificial moon. It was placed there.
They do say that,
the
yes.
tinfoil is real. So if the Thargoids are behind Merope 5C and they place that moon there, they have the technology to move planets and to do all sorts of things that we can't even imagine. So if this was once a water world, and the Thargoids came in contact with this ancient race, the Thargoids could have moved their home worlds or destroyed them somehow and kind of covered their tracks, making it look like this planet couldn't have atmosphere, and wiped out these ancients, and the ancients end up being our guardians because they provide our tech to defeat the
That's
Thargoids.
some pretty heavy-duty tinfoil.
I'm saying,
yeah,
but
it's a good
extra
story.
thick.
It's a very good story. It reminds me, didn't Drew say something in one of his stories about destroying worlds?
yeah.
He didn't
maybe
actually
they
specifically
actually
tag
moved
that to the
this world.
Thargoids, though. Yeah, he didn't actually tag that to the Thargoids in what he said, though. It was phrased in such a way that it was just like, I've seen the destruction of a world. It didn't say who did it.
Well,
But
someone
it
in the
did
chat
say
earlier
somewhere
said
had been
that
destroyed.
the alien site is actually like part of the Death Star. So you never know.
Maybe this was like the anchor point for moving planets.
Well,
Magma
I do
theory.
find the round bits interesting because Atlantis was a concentric circle city in
Yeah.
Plato's description of it. And you'll also find in this site, in that little ancient relic glowy thing at the top of the beacons, platonic solids. You've got a dodecahedron and icosahedron buried inside that bar. So it's just curious that there are some platonic solids at a wreck site, a ruin site that might possibly have some Atlantean overtones that he wrote about.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting bit if you're going down that route.
That route.
Yeah, in one of the really old Galnet articles about soon-till relics test.
Yes.
We got it saved on the front page of the Canon Archaeology thread, but it says John Molyneux, a historian from France, Earth, suggests we look back to our own past to determine the home of these relics. Imagine alien traveling back 2,000 years into mankind's past, the varied culture, arts, and building materials of the Aztecs, Greeks, Shang dynasty, what have you. The alien could think they were all different species. This was his way of thinking.
Good, very good point. Very good point.
A quick question for you, XDeath. Somebody on Facebook, apparently a member from Canon, just posted a picture of him searching for another location. Apparently, I'm not so sure. The screenshot is very bad. I can't see if it is like our current location, but then I would wonder why he would search for it because it's already been found. He seems to be looking for something close to Barnard's Loop, actually.
Yeah, that was the screenshot from the Elite meet, and the thing about that one is that someone on the forums already did a comparison shot with the actual ruins we have now, and it's identical down to the ruined walls, but it's in a completely different system, and they found the system. But it's just one of two things: either Frontier moved the site to this system, or they doing a copy and paste job, literally. So,
which wouldn't be such an unbelievable thing. I mean, unless the dirt placement is exactly the same as well.
The dirt placement's the same, like right where the walls collapse and.
Well, hey, you know what? We got to give them credit for creating such a large site. I mean, obviously they have limited resources, but it would be disappointing if that was the only site to be found. So,
yeah, and if it was just a sort of copy and pasted job, every other site.
Okay, so they're basically searching for that first location, possibly off the same site.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I hope there are more.
Go ahead.
Yeah, again, like if this was the only site, it would be very disappointing. You know, it's found, it's been explored, it's been documented, and yes, okay, maybe there's more to it, a puzzle of some sorts. You know, using the relics or the beacons and obelisks, and you know, I'd like to see how that develops further. But unless it's going to transform into some giant robot and rise out of the ground, there's no reason why they can't have more of these installations around. They could be like security outposts, you know?
Yeah.
And
I was thinking more along the lines of it could be like breadcrumbs leading somewhere.
Yeah. But what we do believe there's more sites, but we're hoping that the sites are a little more varied in their layouts, and I think they should be. I mean, from what I know, I don't know exactly how they develop in the Cobra engine and how they can manipulate the terrain on a planet, if that's easy or difficult, but they've made, they made the engineer sites look all unique, so I think they could make, if they were to make another site, it would have a completely different layout. It should look different. It shouldn't look exactly the same.
Yeah, there should be a few varieties of
it. There is a possibility. Because of the shape of that thing, and it's got its buttress going all the way around it, and it's that it's actually a starport. And if you look at our big round starports that you find on planetary surfaces, they've only got 2 or 3 points of entrance to them for your SRV to drive in, and the rest of the whole thing is just enclosed. And if you look at that, the big circle there, it's got 2 doorways that are buried there, and the small circle also has 1 doorway buried just up by the extra wall. So if it was a starport, it could be like a standard structure that whoever these people were built. So I'd be mildly disappointed if it was, we kept finding the same one, but I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it was a starport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing at the knockdown section, which I'm at here in the Canon PG, and you can see one of those like support things that go around,
The buttresses, yeah.
Yeah,
It's been knocked off to one side.
It's been knocked down as if it's been broken. The walls
Some
been breached.
things, yeah, some things knocked it down. Some weathering processes knocked it down, and that's the only other. Well, there are a couple of cracks in the wall, but that's the only sort of entrance that's a break in the wall. But the circular structures do have.
Yeah,
Well,
that was a standard.
you could
layout,
drive
I get that.
SRVs through them if they weren't full of rock, basically. Is the point. So it could be that it is like a starport, like our large ones, like Star Cities. But it's interesting you mentioning that the buttress knocked out of the way. Something has knocked that buttress out of the way and knocked a hole in that wall over time on a planet, a moon with no weathering, no weather.
Meteor?
Well, there'd be a crater, wouldn't there?
Well,
Craters, no craters. Something or somebody.
You have to
has
keep in
breached
mind,
that wall.
Turgeon, because the gravity is pretty low in this world, so even smaller
It is
impacts
crap,
will
yeah.
spread the dust all over the planet.
Yeah, you'd get like a Mars-like dust storm that would cover things for
Yeah, and
a
over
long
the
period of time.
thousands of years, that would be enough to basically cover everything. The
And the moon
interesting
would-
point is why
the moon
some
would
of
argue with
those
you, but-
some of those metal obelisks and structures are not covered. I think you had the idea of them like being electrically loaded.
Yeah, if they
or
were
something.
electrostatically charged, it
And
would
I
repel
said
the
they might
dust.
be vibrating because we do
Yeah.
hear sounds coming from them.
Oh, we know the real reason is so that we can find them and go, "Ooh, pretty."
Yeah.
We can justify it. We can find a science reason to justify it.
All right, I've just arrived at the system. I'm looking for somewhere where I could take a decent screenshot that's going to give you guys enough clues to go by.
X-Man in chat there is saying there's green columns around the site. He's wondering if you move some of the orbs and tablets and such into the holes in the columns if anything happens.
I tried that.
Yeah,
Didn't
no.
work. I even tried moving the relic, the glowing crystal in there. I thought maybe that would be like a power source of some kind, but that didn't seem to work either. It just doesn't place very well.
Someone else there is saying it's a zoo. But there's one thing that occurred to me, because we saw a thing saying that the little grid pattern towards one end of the long wall. Yes, thanks, Minion. People were saying that there's the foundations of walls, and they're saying, oh, they're too small to be buildings. And you think, well, not if the people were very small, on the one hand. But the other thing that occurs to me is you wouldn't need very big rooms if they were actually prison cells, would you? This wasn't like an ancient prison.
Interesting
See,
idea.
this is why Mysteries and Elite Dangerous are so wonderful, because you have all these theories that sound plausible.
Oh, Miguel
And
Johnson
then-
chat there says if you take Jack's Lighthouse neutron star as a shortcut, you can get really close to the system. Oh, that's cool.
All right, I think I've got a decent screenshot here. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna post it in just a minute here, and then you guys will tell me if you think there's enough information to go by or not.
Okay.
Okay, give me one sec. Oh, do I have my voice attack on? No, I don't think I do. Let's get a screenshot here. Take a picture.
Acknowledged.
All right. There's the picture. Let's get this uploaded. I'll put this in the bro bar. You know what, guys? Go ahead and, sorry, just resume talking about the runes. So we'll talk a bit more, see if there's anyone in chat that's mentioned anything else, and I will go ahead and get this screenshot
There
posted to the
was
bro bar.
one person, let me see if I can scroll up. Nabil Chaouli. I probably butchered that. But he said that these ruins remind me of. This is why I have failed the Dutch challenge so many times recently. Göbekli Tepe, an ancient site in Turkey that dates back 12,000 years and was buried on purpose.
Yeah,
That-
I'll put
that-
a link to the wiki page there for people.
Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense.
I wouldn't know how to pronounce that with an umlaut over the L like that.
Let
It's
me
got a
see.
pronunciation on wiki, but I'm never any good at reading phonetic script. It's Turkish. I can't speak Turkish.
It's called Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah, in
We'll
Turkey. I'll just call it.
have Great Test pronounce all these names for us.
I'll just call it
Because
Potbelly Hill,
Turkish
which is what it
pronunciation
translates
is
to.
pretty close to German pronunciation. They just have funny letters, basically, or they use the umlauts much more often than we do, especially the U.
It sounds like something that the Göbekli used to wipe their butt.
Well, the translation for us is Potbelly Hill, so call it that.
That works. Oh, Tim's got a Dutch challenge for us too. XDeath, you get to experience the Dutch challenge.
Oh yeah, yes he does.
I feel like we should go ahead and exclude Grey Test from this.
No, do it if you want. I'm not
No,
stopping.
I'm good. I was honored to take part once. I'm okay with you guys taking it away.
I'll just give you a hard time. Man.
We'll introduce XDeath to the Dutch challenge very shortly here. I'm going to go ahead and post this picture now in the bro bar, and then I'll put it up on the live stream since I've got it saved now. So let's see, bro bar. Dun, dun, dun. Are you guys ready to see if
Let's
your
get ready
brains are
to
gonna
scramble.
work? Okay, I'm putting this. Am I on the bro bar? Hold on. Yeah, I'm on the bro bar. All right, folks. Uploading.
Ooh, that's nice.
So again, we're not going for the surface of like a particular spot on the surface of a planet. I just want you to see
Because
if
it's
you
an
can...
atmosphere planet.
It's an atmosphere planet, exactly. We're going to see if you can identify where this planet is, and I'm going to post that picture. It's not going to be quite as good if I post it right up on the live stream here, but I'll put that up right now.
Millstone Barn in Brobar just said it was a lot easier when we could see you on the Gal map.
Yeah, you think, eh? Millstone? You think? Okay. Here, I'm going to put it up. That's right.
Yeah, bit late there. Bit late.
That's right.
I'm running slow today.
Okay, I think that should be full screen. Okay, there it is. It's up. It's live. I made a slight visual enhancement to it just to emphasize the dimmer features that were a little harder to see before I photoshopped it. And I think there should be enough information in there to at least get a decent triangulation. Taking a look at that, you guys tell me if you need more. Because if you need more, I'll take another screenshot from another angle and show you some more features from this system. There are other things that I can show you if I point my ship in a different direction. So let me know if there's anything more you need. I'll pop that in.
Strange, because in your screenshot you can see Barnett's Loop and the Witchhead Nebula, but you cannot see the Orion Nebula.
Cannot see the Orion Nebula.
Which should be pretty much in the center of Barnett's Loop from this angle, I think.
I will also tell you roughly how far from Sol I am, just so you have something to go on and this doesn't take too long. Let's take a look here. I am, well, I'm a ways away from Sol. Okay, it's 385 light years from Sol. But, from the bubble, it's still, it's like on the edge of the bubble, pretty much. I'm just going to say that. I won't say much more than that. So I'll leave that image up for a couple more seconds. For anyone who's just joining in right now, what you're looking at right now is you're looking at an image that we're using to do a little test and see if we can, excuse me, if we can get rid of this cold I got with this picture. It's driving me nuts, guys. Sorry about coughing. So we're going to use this image to see if we cannot triangulate the location of this image in a similar fashion to how XDeath triangulated the location of the alien runes. I'll just do a quick recap of what we're doing right now as well. You're watching the BroCast. My name's Commander Josh Hawkins. I'm joined by my co-hosts Shibuka and Turgeon.
Hello there.
Yo.
And Greytest, our regular bro who joins us on the BroCast as well.
Hellonium.
And XDeath.
Hello.
Who is the fine commander who located and found the alien ruins for us that we are all going crazy about in the game. XDeath did so by looking at a screenshot similar to this one and using the features on the image to narrow down the sector and then eventually the actual planet that the runes were located on. Now, he actually went down further and managed to pinpoint the exact location on the planet. We're not going to be doing that for the sake of this BroCast. We just want to see if anyone can find this particular system. And if you find the system, it shouldn't be too hard to identify the planet. If you do, and we're going to be broadcasting for another hour and 15 minutes, I will grant the winner a ship kit, one of the new ship kits, either the Asp or the Vulture. But you got an hour and 15 minutes to solve it. It's not going to count if you don't do it within that time. So I've got enough features in there. I think that you guys should be able to narrow it down. If we don't see anyone getting even close within, I'd say, 45 minutes, I will post another image of the same system from a different angle to show you more features to help narrow that down. I'm going to go ahead and take that image off. That same image is actually posted in the Bro Bar, which is our Discord for the BroCast, and you can find it there if you don't already have an invite to our Bro Bar. Turgeon will put that in the chat in just 1 second. All you got to do is click on that, go to our Discord, and go to the Bro Bar, which is the main chat channel, and you will be able to see that. Shibuka is what we're watching right now on the screen. Shibuka is actually at the alien site, and he is showing us some of what, XDeath found, and just kind of showcasing.
Oh, geez. I didn't realize I have a cargo hold full of relics and totems and whatever, and apparently some pirates out there find that pretty interesting. So they follow me now when I'm jumping around.
Well, what you have to do is find a POI that bizarrely has system security force parked in it, because there seem to be this unknown system seems to have its own security force. Yay! Viper 3 is parked on the ground.
Are they feds?
No, they're just system security. They seem to belong to the aliens apparently, because it just says lawless. They don't belong to any faction. System security.
All right, so what I'm going to do now, just so that we can continue this conversation, and I can actually do something other than sit in the system where I'm sitting right now, I will log off from this account, and I'll log on to my other account. No, what the hell, you know what, I'm just going to jump back to the bubble, so I'm nowhere near that system. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll go get my Vulture.
You know what the system was?
I do. I've bookmarked it, so I know exactly where it is. I'm going to start jumping back to the bubble.
Josh, why don't you switch to open so you can see who gets the closest?
once you get out of there, yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I
should just switch to open, right? Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Your job, by the way, in finding the system is to duplicate this image. That's what I want to see. I want to see a duplicate screenshot with your ship in the picture, of course. So.
And a selfie stick.
Go! Nobody's going to be looking at chat anymore. The chat is all of a sudden silent. J Funky, we don't get hints. XDeath didn't get any hints. Why should you get a hint?
No, we're just looking at that data tower where Shibuka's parked, wondering if it's going to count down with a predator laugh and explode.
I wouldn't surprise me. I've blown up in stranger ways on this podcast.
There's a pattern.
What
in there.
was your
I'm
distance
sure
to Sol
Canada
again, Josh?
I think
I'm
I said
not
it
going to tell you
was
that.
within 400 light years.
All right.
Fuel scooping.
On the edge of the bubble.
Yep. Near the edge of the bubble. Who will be the winner of this challenge? XDeath, are you going to participate? You think you can find this system again?
Trying.
Yeah, let's hear your professional opinion about the quality of Josh's screenshot.
Yes, please.
It's shit. Sorry.
You know what? I just realized I can't actually jump back. I have to stay here because if I have to take another picture, I'm gonna have to be in the same system. So I guess I'll
Don't
just
switch to open.
No, I won't switch to open. If anything, what I'll do is I'll just jump over to my other account, or I'll just stay here. Doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll let Shibuka do the video footage for today.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can actually see the this planet's moon rising in the background too.
Mm.
And there's no more Mojo moons. Sorry, Turgeon.
I know they fixed them. I bet there'll still be a couple though, because the one that I found, the very first one, literally, it only had the one orbital
2, 1.
zone on it. If you went from one to the other, you just went straight from one to the other.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
there was no like exiting and entering the next. And if there are any like that, I bet they still jump up it. We'll see.
Well,
Well,
these two are pretty close. There's not a
yeah.
great gap between the two zones of influence, basically.
Well, I mean, as I sort of revisited episode 2 of Turgeon's Travels when I made the latest one, episode 26, because I'm practically home, so I thought, revisit the second episode. And maybe I'll revisit the first episode as well. It was the Mojo Moon 2 or 3 minute one with the bug, and I'll turn it into a feature-length version.
Fuel
Something.
disengaged.
Oh, you know what? I had written myself a note down here, and I just remembered what it was. I wanted to pull the BroCast. I got to get my phone turned on, and I'm going to put up a poll on Twitter, and I'll just link it to see what this actually turns out to be. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to just reach over and grab my phone off the desk.
Maybe you should do it on straw poll, because everybody has access to that. Some people are not using Twitter.
Yeah, Josh, be inclusive.
What the heck is straw poll?
It's basically a website where you can set up a poll and just share the link, and everybody can access it.
Oh, okay, yeah, excellent. Do I have to have an account set up on there, or can I just go
Don't
there
think
and-
so.
No?
It's just free, I think. Yeah.
Okay, then. I will do that. That means... Well, I should still have my phone on anyhow. I just realized it's off, and my wife is driving 3 hours away, and if she needs to call me, she's not going to be able to. Okay, straw poll, you say. Let's go there and create a poll for the audience. Dun dun dun. Strawpoll.com. Does it create like a private link, or does anyone see
I think
this?
so, yeah.
Who will win, Hillary or the Donald?
Shibuka, are you seriously using those ancient ruins as jumping ramps, GTA style? No, not me, sir. Yes, of course not you. You know, that's the first thing that I thought of. I thought, oh, I'd get a stunt bonus for that one.
It's an ancient alien derby site.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sweet, actually.
Well, it makes a pretty good racetrack. I mean, you know, it's got a wall around it. It's a wonky surface, you know, a lot of repairs. But I can see it being resurrected as a NASCAR site soon enough.
Wonder what they call it in 3302. Is it still NASCAR?
What is it? National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing. I still remember.
Ooh. I don't know to be impressed or afraid, really.
Because America. My
Okay,
dad was a
You're over
redneck when I was
there.
growing up.
That's a big deal over there, especially in the southern states, from what I hear.
Why is it called stock car? Those cars are definitely not stock.
Not stock. Anything but stock car.
They're
Yeah.
referred to as a stock car. I don't. It's stock car
Even
is
if they-
basically one word.
Yeah,
Okay.
even if the headlights are actually painted on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's not a single thing that resembles a car except for the shape of the body and the motor.
All right, I just went ahead and posted the poll in the chat right there. It's a very simple question. I'm just curious, which streaming service do you guys watch more often? I mean, if you're watching Elite Dangerous, do you watch more on YouTube or do you watch more on Twitch? And the reason I'm asking that is just because I'm trying to determine whether I should be putting
It's very
future
cool.
live
You
streams.
can watch that poll in real time, you know. It's going on, watching it real time.
You do realize you have an audience that is watching you on YouTube right now.
Yep, I do
It's gonna be
realize that.
slightly slanted.
Well, I kind of figured, but you know what? I know the audience who comes and watches us here on YouTube is because they know that this is where we stream. But I've seen a lot of these same people watching other live streamers on Twitch. In fact,
Yeah, sure.
all of the other live streamers, at least most of them that I know of, all stream on Twitch. None of them stream on YouTube. And I've jumped in there a couple of times, and I'll see familiar names from the audience here and there. I know Millstone's been in a couple of them. I've seen him there. You traitor, Millstone! How dare you watch another live stream? And quite a few other people, as a matter of fact. So I just kind of wanted to see what what the balance actually was, and if YouTube is just as popular or more so, because. When I first set up the live streams before the BroCast ever even existed, I kind of did a little bit of research, and what I found was that the quality of YouTube was better, and that Twitch had slightly poorer viewer experience, but it was much better for the streamer themselves. And I
think the streamer has more tools, but when I watch Twitch, I always feel like a little bit excluded because, for one, I don't have an account there because Greatest is already taken, and the other thing is that if you're like a more successful streamer, then you get those subscribers and non-subscribers. They get to use certain icons, whatever. You just feel a little bit excluded. And here on YouTube, you basically everybody who watches is just the same, and I like
We're all
that.
bros. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And YouTube, as it becomes more popular as a streaming service, it certainly is adding in a lot more features. I mean, I've noticed that there are a few new things, third-party tools and such, like my eagle that pops up when someone subs to the channel, which
That everyone loves so much.
Yeah, I love my eagle. I don't know why you guys don't like it. I mean, my hawk. It's great. Well, it's actually an eagle, but I got no problem with the eagle.
I mean, I've got a Twitch account, but when I've watched stuff there, it's forever buggy for me and jumpy and things going wrong with it. It's just not as stable for me as YouTube for some reason. So I haven't logged in there for months. Not when I've ever streamed.
The main reason why I used YouTube as a streaming service in the first place is because I was building a viewership from YouTube, from the YouTube videos that I was releasing, and by streaming on YouTube, of course, it's instant. I mean, everyone who's subscribed to my channel gets a notification, hey, Josh Hawkins is going live, and I thought that would be very useful for, getting the word out there. I did one stream on Twitch, actually. My very first stream was on Twitch, and surprisingly had a bunch of people that I'd never met before had jumped in there. I don't know if anyone who's watching right now was in my original stream on Twitch. One of the things I did notice is that there's an option that when you finish streaming on Twitch, it will upload to YouTube, but it didn't work. It uploaded like only half the video, and so I didn't find it very reliable, and I decided to just go straight to YouTube and start doing it, and since we've been doing that ever since, I never really felt the need to change it. The poll that I'm putting out right now is more so for the other live streams that I do, not the BroCast. I'm pretty sure the BroCast is always going to be a YouTube channel broadcast, but Maybe the Joy of Exploration live streams, or maybe the Osiris live streams that we do. I might consider putting those on Twitch. The only reason why I've started thinking about it is because Twitch does have features that are beneficial to the streamer. And there's stuff that I would like to do that I can't do
It
with
was
YouTube.
created for streaming, and YouTube's is an add-on to YouTube, so it does have that going for it, a bit of history.
Until YouTube has those things,
This is for you, Greatest. Tiamat in chat there says, has your German-sounding friend been on the Meta Show? Because apparently you sound like you've been on the Meta Show.
I don't even know what the Meta Show is.
Well, there's your answer, Tiamat.
No, he has
I guess no.
You guess.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Let's do the Dutch challenge. This is a good time for it, I'd say. What are we now? We're
is it?
We're 2 hours in,
so
really? Yeah, it's a good time for it. Do we have the Dutch challenge already?
Yeah, Tim posted
it
earlier.
it's around.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and.
It's time for the Dutch challenge, where your hosts always make proper Muppets of themselves. Eh?
There you go.
Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, can somebody link the system of the alien site? G-Funk.
Yeah, can somebody link the system of Josh Hawkins real quick?
Josh Hawkins. So close.
All right, I'm gonna check admin, I guess, for the Dutch challenge. No, it's not in there, is it?
No. Where is it? Hang on, I've got it somewhere. Right, I'll pop it in. Admin for you.
John Sugar says you can always stream to both. It's technically more demanding, but a good few people do that. Technically, you're not allowed to. Legally, you're not allowed to. There are rules against streaming simultaneously to both Twitch and YouTube, and that's the reason why not very many people do it. I don't know if anyone's policing it. I don't know if anyone's actively looking for people that are doing this. And there are tools, and I've already seen them and come across them, that do say that this particular app will allow you to simultaneously stream to YouTube and to Twitch. That's the reason I'm not doing that just yet. So, well, that and, having to have 2 chats on the screen would just be mind-blowing. I have enough trouble following one chat with 100 people plus in there. It's like, I would never be able to interact with people. All right, let's get the...
I think I'm getting pretty close, but the final approach is hard to figure out where you have to go to find.
Yeah, I struggled with that for a long time.
I wish I could see where everyone is. I'd have to log out and go on my other account. Gonna get the Dutch challenge up here. Give me 1 sec.
Oh, Zark still says something interesting in chat. They said, I don't know if you figured it out, but when you're in the beta and had an escort of players, you would hear a weird horn sound. And he says he tested it, and it's when a Taipan launches.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were going.
I freaked out Shabilko with that yesterday.
Oh my god! I was driving around the site, and the sun was setting, and it was creepy as hell. All of a sudden, I hear. And I'm like, oh my god, something's coming out of the ground. It's going to grab me and throw me into space. And Greatest was back there just giggling.
Hey, XDeath?
See you, Lance.
Yeah.
So we're going to introduce you now to the Dutch challenge. Turgeon, if you can go ahead and just play the sound clip again once more, please.
All right. Let's see, where did I put it? Have I got that one or the other one? The ridiculous other Dutch challenge one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
What was that?
That was the most appalling Dutch accent you can ever imagine.
Okay,
Couldn't you spot it?
Well, here, we'll do this instead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for the Dutch challenge. This is the segment of the BroCast where we take a phrase in Dutch supplied to us by Tim Skellingerhoot, And we make fools of ourselves trying to pronounce whatever it is it actually says. So, XDeath, you being our...
It's time for the Dutch challenge,
There
where
it
your
is.
hosts always make proper Muppets of themselves. Eh?
Exactly.
That's just great.
So, let me turn this Dutch music down a little bit before I get a copyright infringement on that.
It's just the Dutch national anthem.
Is that what it is?
Or it
I don't
was
even know.
before I got my paws on it.
It
Yes.
says traditional Dutch music. So, XDeath, up on the live stream right now, you can see a phrase in Dutch, the translation of which is, science is organized knowledge, wisdom is organized life. And since you're our guest, you get to be the first one to try it out. Good luck.
God.
Okay. Wetenschap is Gorgon sheared kennis. Wisheid is Gorgon sheared leven.
That wasn't
Whoa.
bad.
Not bad. Are you sure you don't have a little Dutch in you?
Actually,
Everyone's got a little Dutch in them.
my last name is German, so that's pretty close.
Close enough.
I got
Okay.
pretty strong German ancestry.
So
There you go. A
the
proper
Dutch is
bro of
strong
mine.
with this one. Okay, Grey Test, since you're another guest on the show, why don't you go ahead and give that a second shot?
Go on.
All right. Wetenschap is georganiseerde kennis. Wijsheid is georganiseerd leven.
Dear God, I quit.
See, that sounded really good, but
I'm going to
because
bed.
you know
Good
he's
night.
got the German accent going on there, but German and Dutch, I mean, not really the same language, are they? Not even close.
Same roots.
Same roots?
but,
I'm pretty sure I
but-
pronounced a lot of that pretty false. For example,
But
I think it's Wiesheid, not Wijsheid. But whatever.
Yeah, but
Get going.
Yeah, and if you were a American tourist and you turn up in either the Netherlands or Germany and you say, well, these are like the same accents, man, you'll probably get punched in the face.
Oh, Tim says that
They're
was
that
so
similar.
good, Gray. All right, well, Gray
It was
Test,
good.
you might have the lead on this one. Turgeon?
Now, are we doing this in Sean Connery, Borat, and Batman?
Oh,
No,
right. We did
no,
say
no,
we were
we're not.
gonna. Well, Batman hurt my ears last time, so I think we
It hurt everyone's ears.
should. What other ones did we say we could possibly do?
Well, I'm going to get Cass to do mine this time.
Cheat.
Really?
Tim says no voices.
Okay. Well, Cass can give it a go.
All right, are you ready? Are you
Nope.
ready to have Dutch murdered by poor Cass? Here you go.
Wetenschap is georganiseerd kennis. Wijsheid is georganiseerd leven.
Poor
Ooh.
Cass. What do you
I
do?
think Cass
what
is
do you
gonna do
do to
better
those
than
words,
me.
Cass?
Sounds
Cass
better
does
than
not
anything I'm going to
speak
do.
Dutch.
All right, Shibuka.
Wetenschap is georganiseerd kennis. Wishield is georganiseerd leven.
It's a short one too. I mean, like this is much shorter
thank you,
than
Tim.
most of the the Dutch challenges we've done.
It's like we're
previously.
reading a damn novel in Dutch.
So I don't even know if the W should be pronounced W or like a V. I have a feeling it's a V. And I know that the SCH is sk, because that's what I keep getting schooled on. So, Wetenschap is georganiseerd kennis. Wijsheid is georganiseerd leven.
Oh God, I have a feeling I came in last behind Cass.
All right, Tim, while you put the scores up in chat, I'll play us some more nice Dutch music.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that is the word kennis for me, of course, being knowledge, because that is the same word that an awful lot of places in Britain use as ken. If something is beyond your ken, it's knowledge, and, you know.
Ken.
So it shows you there's an awful lot of Dutch words in English, and so many of these Dutch words are like English words, if not to look at written down, but if you pronounce them, they sound like a really weird English accent. like the georganized word there, which is like organized. So
Well,
You
they're
can
all
see
like
curious.
organizing it.
all
It's
European
curious.
languages are like rooted in Latin,
Yeah.
anyways, right? So
Yeah, and so you've got this drip tray potpourri, which is English.
But then you've got that's third cousin who got hit in the head as a baby as English as American English.
All right. I've taken the Dutch challenge down because the Dutch music is running out, and like I said, I don't want to get hit with a copyright infringement on that.
I wasn't it. I've got the sound off on the stream. I didn't even hear it.
Whoa, who? What? Tim, we're waiting on your scores there, man. He's still trying to figure it out. He's like, oh, man. I mean, if Great has got a 10 on 10, then, you know.
No, that
Uh-oh. Guys, I don't know if you can still hear me. Hang on one second. I did something to my sound.
Tim Challenger out. He's written himself there.
Oh, okay. Wow. Can you hear me now? I'm back? Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what I did. I tapped my microphone stand and it started going all buzzy for some reason. Wouldn't come back. Oh, the whole stream went offline? Oh, okay. That's really odd. I don't know why the whole stream would go offline because my microphone wiggled a little bit. Do we have scores from Tim? We don't have any scores from Tim. Oh, in the bro bar. Oh, I totally missed it. Okay, hold on. What was the scores? XDeath 7 on 10, Grey Test 9 on 10, Josh 7, Shibuka 7.5, Turgeon too much to handle for him. Cass gets a 6. And Tim got a 10 on 10. Hey Tim, listen, man. I don't know if you got anything less than a 10 on 10. No stroopwafels for you. Yeah, right. We don't believe you can actually do it. He's a false Dutch. That'd be pretty funny if we found out Tim wasn't actually Dutch. Oh my God. Imagine that. Is the stream still going? It's showing me video output low. Yeah, is it decent quality though? Because it's giving me a warning here. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay, don't know what happened there, guys. Oh. Oh, you guys don't hear everyone else. Hey. That's not necessary. Oh, okay, well, something happened when I unplugged my my microphone. No, I think what happened is when I unplugged my microphone, it reset my sound drivers. Let me see if I can't fix that up. Playback devices. I'm going to just close down Discord and come right back. Maybe that'll fix it. Sorry about the technical difficulties, folks. We should be back up and running in just a second. Okay, I'm back in live. Please give us a sound check here, guys. Okay, you folks in chat, let us know if you hear them. What's that? Oh, I still can't hear. I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to hear them. I mean, I'm in Discord. Well, that doesn't matter. Okay, we'll go down to live. Testing. Well, I can hear you guys. We'll have to see if everyone else can hear you. If not, I'm not... No, it's just... Alright, well, we'll wait in chat and see what they say. It takes about 20 seconds for it to update. But, I don't understand how that would happen. I mean, all I did was unplug my microphone. You know, OBS broadcasts sound from my computer, so... No, they're still saying they can't hear anyone. Huh. I don't know what to say about that. That's highly odd. Sorry about this. We'll figure it out here, guys. Yeah, they're saying it makes a good case for switching to Twitch, by the way, folks. So I know you can't hear them, but they're still talking. Okay, let me... Oh. So wait, you can hear them, but they're just very quiet. I don't know what I would have done to do that. All right, well, it wasn't even Discord. It was just my microphone that got disconnected, so I'm not sure. And the video quality is low as well. Oh, darn. Yeah. Okay, well here's what I'll do to test the... Well, let's troubleshoot one step at a time here, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch to my stream, which is on an outside view. Don't worry, you're not going to get anything. You might get a little extra hint because you'll see the star here. But let's go ahead and turn off Shibuka Live. So there's me. Tell me if that quality is any better or worse. I've switched to my stream here. Okay, so if the quality here is any better or worse, then at least we'll know if it's just the double stream that's causing that. So there's some video. That is a Diamondback Explorer. All right. Okay, so they're saying that the quality of the stream is much better. So, but they still don't hear you guys. Okay, let me check my audio settings and I'll see if something else defaulted. Because when my microphone unplugged, all of a sudden I started hearing you guys coming out of my my monitor speakers, and that's when I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. But when I plugged it back in, then all of a sudden I could hear you guys again. So let me see if somehow that changed. I did change the playback device. No, see. Okay, so my recording device is set correctly. It's set to my Yeti microphone. That's good. My playback devices are set to my Yeti stereo microphone as well. So that's good. I don't think... Oh, and nobody can hear you saying that either, Grey Test. All right, everyone. Well, Grey Test is leaving us. I'm going to the... Oh, you know what? I think I might have figured it out. Hang on. Hang on. You can say goodbye in just 1 second. Oh, you really have to go right now, Grey Test? Okay. No problem. Take it easy. Thanks. Okay, I'm reinitializing audio in OBS. Tell me if that works now. Can you guys hear the other bros in the BroCast? Hopefully that works. I gotta wait a few seconds and see if... You still don't hear them? Oh, damn it. Okay, well, this is a... The only thing that I can think of that would probably fix it is I work and then restart the stream again, but that's going to cut off the last half an hour of the stream. Which... Well, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the audio technical difficulties we're having here. I'm not sure why you can't hear the other bros. I knocked my microphone accidentally, and somehow that's reset the sound. Yes, I am using Windows 10, Jerome W. There's a setting in Windows, the recording devices, and right-click on your mic, and then Properties. Go to Advanced tab, and there are 2 checkboxes. Uncheck them. Okay, I'm going to follow the advice of the bros. So we go to Recording Devices. I'm going to go to my microphone, Properties, Advanced, he said, I think. Yeah, Advanced. Allow applications to take, okay. Unchecked, apply, okay, okay. I'm going to reinitialize the audio in here. I'm going to set this to my Yeti, and this is going to go to my Yeti as well. Apply, okay. Give us a sound check, guys. Let's see if you can hear them now, guys. Let's wait for an update on the chat. Hopefully that fixes itself. Yeah, I know, right? We can't even get your little cricket sounds in there, Turgeon. Nope. Nope, nothing. They still say nothing. Oh. Well... It's odd that a microphone being disconnected would change all the sound. Like, why would it cut you guys off? You're in Discord, and OBS should be picking up all the sounds from Discord. Yeah, and I have a feeling I know what it is. Hold on, I'm gonna put Shibuka's stream back up for a second because I gotta go into my cockpit view for a second here. So there's Shibuka's stream. Okay, let's do something here. I'm in my ship. I want to see if it's picking up my game sounds or if it's cut off all sounds coming from the computer. So I'm going to turn up the audio in-game and see if I get any audio detected. I think that's what's happening. I think is that it's somehow not detecting any of the audio from anything else other than my microphone. So let's see here. Oh yeah, it's totally not. I'm going to charge my frameshift drive. You guys tell me if you hear the sound of the frameshift drive charging, okay? Or I just dropped out of Super Cruise, rather. This is an ED bug. You have to turn the game off. No, it can't be the game because they're not in the game. We're talking through Discord right now. Hold on. I'm gonna tell me if you hear my voice attack. Astra, can you hear me? No, see, I don't even see the little. Okay, so here's the problem. It's OBS. Um, the little volume control that shows my microphone is moving. Every time I talk, I see it moving. The little microphone that shows the audio that's supposed to be coming from the game or any other sound source in OBS is not moving. It's not budging at all. So what are they saying? BitVictim saying it's a problem all week. I've been started a podcast before launching the game. It's using the sound card and not letting other apps. Okay, well, no voice attack, so they can't hear anything. So it's the speaker capture in OBS. So here's what I'm doing. If I go into OBS, actually, you know what? I could probably do this. This will be interesting. I can show you what I'm doing in OBS. Let me do a window capture. No, it shouldn't. I'm just going to do a window capture of OBS. If I can. Let's see. Can I even capture OBS while I'm broadcasting? No, I don't think I can. Okay, so yeah, but that's not going to be the problem. Okay, so here, I'm in the OBS settings. I have desktop audio device. I'm not showing my stream key. I'm in the audio device settings for. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to go through, and I'm going to see which one starts picking up sounds. Okay, no sounds there. You guys just keep talking in the background, just so I can see if any. Because it's probably switched over to one of my other audio cards. I've got like 3 sound cards in the computer right now. Don't ask why. I just do. So I'm just going to see. That one's not working. I'm sure one of it. Can you guys talk? Talk, folks. You don't like to talk. Oh god, you guys suck so bad. Okay, so desktop audio device does not seem to be picking up on any of the default devices that I set it to. Oh, that's why. It says these settings won't be applied until the next time you begin streaming. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, because of a technical difficulty, we are now without audio for the final half an hour of the BroCast. You cannot hear any of the bros. It looks to be that is the big problem. The only thing that I could think that might actually work, and it would just be an awful, awful way for me to do this, is to put one of my headphone cans up against the microphone. Here, let's test that out. Let's see if that works.
Oh, you're a crazy man. I'm Batman. Oh no, not that.
You see, folks, this is what I'm listening to in my headphones. I know that that's the only way that you're going to hear them right now. Yeah, they're saying you better start typing. Top laser, it's not going to work. Okay, so the problem is this. Because my microphone was disconnected accidentally and had a little bit of a spaz, OBS has now shifted to a different device, or it's disconnected the device, and the only way to reconnect it is to restart OBS and close the stream down now and then restart the stream again. So that's not going to happen, because if I close it down now, the whole stream is going to be cut off short, and unfortunately everyone in the everyone that watches it later on is not going to be able to see the end of the contest. So, well, I mean, they can they can talk in chat. I suppose you guys could type. But let me ask you guys right now, who thinks that they might be getting close to that screenshot location? Let's go ahead and put that location back up there. There's the screenshot location. Who thinks that they might be getting close to that location? Does anyone feel that they may, in fact, be narrowing down on that? We have a half an hour left for the BroCast. I want to know who thinks that they might be getting close. I'll wait for that to show up in the chat. While that's going on, I suppose there's nothing more that I could do for the audio. The only thing that we could do is we could have you guys jump into the lounge or into another voice channel, and then everyone in the Bro Bar could jump in there. We could just mute them all. That'd be an interesting way for it to work. Yeah, exactly. All right, Paul, take it easy, bud. Thanks for joining in. No, they can't hear you. It's going to be funny. Like they were saying the voices in my head because I'm a schizo. Well, now it really sounds like I'm talking to the voices in my head. It's like, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. I'm not going to tell them the system. Stop telling me to tell them. God. Pick a system within 50 light years and just tell them that system name? No, it's not an inhabited system. So I'm answering questions to the voices in my head right now, to everyone who's listening. Shoot the commander who comes into the system. That's a good idea. I'll shoot the first commander who I see in the system. Tim says to take a stroopwafel, calm down. There are no voices in my head. Well, let's see. Does anyone think that they're close? Somewhere near Laxac, says Lucci. Let me take a look. I'll take a look at the galaxy map and see if anyone is nearby. Oh no, I mean Laxac. Let me do a search for Laxac. L-A-K-S-A-K, was it? Okay, well, no, Laxac is nowhere near there. That's like almost 400 light years off. So, no, it is nowhere near Laxac, unfortunately. Yep, everyone who's participating in this right now, this is either someone's going to find it and we're going to show that it's actually really easy to do, or nobody's going to find it and nobody's going to come close, and we're going to realize that what XDeath did was a phenomenal act of brain power, triangulation, and science. Okay, so. We'll keep the BroCast going. I mean, I know you guys can't hear the bros. It's a little weird since I can hear them and I keep answering them. It would probably be better if all three of you guys, or at least, Shibuka was typing in the chat and answering questions rather than just talking to me, because that way people could hear what you're saying. But we'll wait a little bit longer, and we have XDeath talking as well. XDeath, are you chatting now, XDeath, or are you typing in the chat? Oh, you're trying to find the system as well. Okay, so everyone's trying to find the system. That's good. And of course, we're watching Shibuka stream, so I can't even really talk about that. Let's say in 20 more minutes, 10 minutes before the end of the BroCast, actually in 17 minutes, I will jump back into live, and we will see who's the closest to the system that I'm at. In the meantime, since we can't do anything about the audio, let me see if there's a way for me to fix this that might actually work. If I put these guys through a speaker, I can actually put the speaker next to the microphone, and then you guys will actually be able to hear them. Let's MacGyver the hell out of this. Nope. It's gonna work. I got a good feeling about this, guys. I'm bringing the bros back to life. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a speaker and drag it over here. No, it's not gonna do that. You should hear what they're saying, viewers. Trying to fix this, and they're just making fun of me. Emergency repair procedure. Okay, I've got an idea. I'm gonna unplug my headphones for a second. Testing. Whoa. The audio is going to cut out for 1 sec. You won't hear me for a second while I grab the microphone over here, or grab the speaker and bring it closer to the microphone. Hold on, folks. We're fixing this. Bear with us. I just have to turn off my own sound coming out of the speakers so that we don't get feedback. That way you'll be able to hear the other guys. Let's get a test here.
Oh God, that was awful.
What? Oh, wow.
Whoa. Okay, sorry. Only a little feedback. Only a little feedback. No, the only reason why there's feedback right now is because my sound is coming through the speakers as well. I got to figure out a way just to disable my own voice coming through the speakers, and then this will work. I know. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there.
It's saying it's working.
Yeah, we're getting there.
They can hear.
Testing? No, that's still not working. How do I?
Science, man.
It's science. Okay, so you guys can hear them, right? You can hear Turgeon and Shibuka talking. It might be a little quiet, but you can hear them.
Oh, hello. Quiet. We'll talk very quiet.
Oh, yeah. Coming around to say the mother yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. I think OBS has been compromised by Thargoids.
Oh, that's cool. It says, I can hear yours now. Oh, yeah, feedback through yours. The Doom says to sound like you're in your car.
Hey, as long as you can hear them, it's okay. Just a bit quiet. All right, well, as long as you can hear them, I'm okay with that. So we can the show can continue, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's a little weird hearing myself coming through the speaker, but at least we're not getting too much feedback, and I think we'll be able to go through the next 23 minutes without you guys not hearing them and just the voices in my head.
I don't have any kind of cheery thing on this soundboard, a cheer or a success noise. That shows you what I think of the bros, doesn't it? I haven't put a success thing in the soundboard. I'll have to rectify that.
You hear them clear enough, though, guys? You're able to make out what they're saying? Because, I mean, I could put the speaker further away if you don't want to listen to them. Honestly, I don't mind doing that.
Wow. What a gentleman.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? The broadcast has been pretty consistent at not having problems for a very long time. So it's about time that we had one little issue with it, I suppose. Meanwhile, while I'm trying to do this and get you guys to come through my speaker system, my ship is flying directly into a star and ready to explode. So, just a quick recap for everyone who's joining in right now. You're watching the BroCast. This is a live stream that we do every Sunday, usually from 3 till 6 p.m. And this week we're just bumped the schedule up a little bit because tomorrow I won't be able to do the regular show. So we appreciate everyone jumping in a little early for the BroCast, which is not at its regular scheduled time. My name's Commander Josh Hawkins. I'm joined by Commanders Shibuka. And Commander Turgeon Starstone.
Hello.
My two co-hosts were also joined by Commander XDeath.
Hello.
Who is the guy who found the alien ruins a couple days ago as he managed to find the ruins on the planet and the ruins. I'm a little thrown off now because of this sound thing. It's really messing me up because I'm hearing myself talking, which is always a little unnerving. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about when there's like a little delay and you hear your own voice coming back at you. It kind of throws you off.
Don't like the sound of your own voice.
Well, it's
the way to stop people talking completely is that play their own voice back to them with just a tiny delay.
Yeah, even just like a millisecond delay is enough to throw you off of what you're saying.
Can literally make it impossible to speak. That you have to really, really concentrate.
Reduce my volume and max out the speaker volume. Well, the problem is,
Then you'll get.
yeah, if what I need to do is I need to find a way to stop my sound from coming through the speaker because I've got Shibuka and Turgeon and XDeath coming through the speaker, but my voice is also coming through the same speaker, and there's no way to turn that off. At least I don't think there is. Hang on, I'm looking on my microphone to see if there's a setting for that.
Probably be able to do that without stopping it coming through Discord as well.
If I could mute my own microphone. No, see, I went into my audio settings here, and I thought that it was that, listen to this device setting when you click on the microphone and you go to the properties, but that doesn't seem to change anything. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I wish there was a way to turn my own sound off right now. Let me check. Oh! Could it be because this came on? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure something else out here. I might have found something that I can disable it. Sound manager. I don't know what I just found. There's some type of weird audio manager here now. Never seen this before. It says karaoke.
Windows 10 is a bit of a mystery, yeah.
Yeah, Windows 10 is a bit of a mystery. It's very strange.
I heard myself. Yeah, it is weird.
You guys hear yourself?
I think I just heard a bit of me.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an echo, especially if we yell or talk loudly, or Turgeon makes the feedback sound.
No, I'm not doing that this time. I could just play something else soundboard. That would make the feedback sound.
Well, what we could do is I could go into Open right now and we can see who, if anyone, is actually close by. I mean, if nobody's actually close to the system, I don't think anyone's going to find it in the next 17 minutes. And if that's the case, well then...
Oh my god, you can't be serious.
I'm so serious. Why so serious, son? I mean, I don't... Oh God, the cargo Batman is not working. Cargo Bay Batman.
Cargo hold Batman. I like that.
Well, at least we learned something about OBS today.
Windscreen Garfield, isn't it?
Windscreen Garfield. Yeah.
Cargo hold Batman.
I should be coming through at a funny sound because you're going to hear me talking into the microphone, but you're also hearing my own self coming back through the speaker talking into the microphone, which is kind of weird.
I'm dreading listening to this on playback. I just have the sound on the stream turned off.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking we may as well. Maybe we should just cut the broadcast short and call it technical difficulties and just see where everyone is in terms of this system. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I don't think anyone's found the system yet. We could always try something like this on another broadcast in the future. I'm going to go ahead and log out and log back in onto Open so that we can see who is where and everyone's going to see where I am. So I'm going to ask you guys, just you can keep jumping, but when I log in, don't like just jump to my system if you're there. Let's all be like honorable about this. If you happen to be in the system, that's great. If you're not, then we'll find out in just 2 seconds. But let's figure out where everyone is, and then we'll call the broadcast a success and cut it 15 minutes short, since that's not such a big deal. We've certainly done that in the past before if we had to. So logging in right now, I'm going to switch the OBS back over to mine so we can all share in the view of the galaxy map and see who's where. Bye-bye, Shibuka Vision. Bye-bye. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, see, there's his real voice again. Oh, look at this. Someone's pretty close. Okay, hold on. Who is this? That's Commander Greytest.
Well done, Grey.
Well, Greytest, you're 49 light years away. I'd say that's what, 1 or 2 jumps away. You pretty much narrowed that down, man. Way to go. We see there's some other people out here. Who is this? That's Commander Mike TV. I don't know if he's in the broadcast right now. This over here is Commander Zanaro. This over here is Selrak Leitner. So, yeah, way to go, Greytest. Almost narrowed that system down. So, I'll show you the system here is HIP 7129. Very, very close. Almost got a Greytest. I think with a couple more jumps, you probably would have had that. And you might... HIP 7129.
Assuming that everybody who's trying to find it is on your friends list.
Yes, assuming that everyone who's trying to find it is on my friends list. If you're not on my friends list, go ahead and add Commander J. Hawkins right now. Letter J. Hawkins. And I'll go ahead and accept your friend request and see where you are. But you got to add me as a friend right now just so we could see where you guys are, how close you got there. 50 light years off, Greytest. Very, very close. You guys go ahead and send me a friend request at Commander J. Hawkins. Yep, J space Hawkins, Hawkins, and we'll see where anyone who is not on my friends list has turned up. That's you, XDeath. I'll just wait for any other friend requests. I'm pretty sure everyone in the broadcast has sent me a friend request, at least most of the people that would be participating in this. I've got quite a few people online here right now, even though we have several more, of course, in the broadcast. But I don't see any other friend requests popping up, so you guys got about 5 seconds to get that friend request in there, because we're going to call the broadcast and close it down for for the night. Jopafis is saying, there's no sound in space, Josh.
That makes it sound like a corpse in one of these medical shows. They've just been defibbing away and say, all right, I'm going to call it. What's the time?
Well, if you saw how I'm broadcasting right now, I'm leaning forward, holding a speaker in one hand up against the microphone, and got my headphones off. So it's not how we normally broadcast. Yeah, we're MacGyvering. I almost said magooing it, but I think that's what I did when I knocked the microphone out. That's how we got into this mess in the first place. All right, guys. Well, very good attempts. Greytest, very close to getting that. Everyone else, very close as well. It was a fun broadcast. XDeath, thanks for being on here. This is the time of the broadcast where I ask everyone in the chat to just go ahead and put the universal salute symbol in there, like I'm going to do right now. Just go ahead and put that in. And I will rattle through the list of names as quickly as I can to say goodbye to all of you who were so kind as to join us today for another broadcast at a slightly different time. I will remind you that the BroCast next week will resume at its normally scheduled time, which is Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope that you'll all come back to join us then. So here's a thank you to everyone. Commander Josh Hawkins, why thank you. Greatest, XDeath Zors, Turgeon, Misa, Millstone Barn, Jeremy W., Matt's Galaxy, Top Blazer, Tyler Anderson, Arthur, Carrie Billington, Sinova, X-Men, Owen Stobus, Cushion Gaming, George Hosberger, Lee Mitchell, Tiamat, Ravenwood 253, Matej, Karilla, J Funky, Commander Jopofiz, Zarkasul, Shibuka, Big Fun Art, Luigi Coffee, Andy K, Academic Dust 894, Payne de Siegel, Mark J Penman, Timothy Langfield, Doom WZ, Luigi Coffee, Tim Skellingerhood, Morpheo Atreides, Martin Mason, Jack Morgan, and I don't see any more popping up, so I guess everyone else, if you don't have a YouTube account, that's okay. We thank you all for joining us for today's BroCast, and thank you very much, XDeath, for sharing with us your trade secrets.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it's been fun having you on. We're going to change your label right now in the BroCast to put you as Bro. There you go. You are an official bro of the BroCast. We hope that you'll hang out with us here sometime, and there's plenty of... Actually, you know what? Just a show in the chat real quick. How many people here are members of Canon Interstellar? Just put Canon in the chat just so we can see how many other Canon members we have in here. I'm sure there's quite a few. It's been fun having you on the show. Thanks for staying the whole time, by the way. Usually guests stay for like an hour, but a lot of them end up staying for the whole show. So I hope you had a fun time with us.
Yeah, sure. It was great.
And thank you, Shibuka and Turgeon, of course, for being excellent co-hosts as usual.
Absolutely. America.
Thank you, Greatest.
From some of the show, at least.
Yeah, well, exactly. Thank you, Greatest, for participating with us, even though you're not on the chat or not in voice anymore. Can I see everyone in chat say a very big congratulations to Commander XDeath before we close the show out, because he did a fantastic job at finding that planet for us, which we've all been able to benefit from.
Astrolabe.
Exactly. And as you can see, it's not quite as simple as it looks. So, big congratulations to you, XDeath. We hope that your success with your new stardom and fame does not go to your head, and that you'll continue to hang out with us lowly commanders and the rest of the game.
In about a week, I'll be old news.
I hope not. I want my video to keep getting views a week from now. So, there's some congratulations from the bros in the chat.
You are now part of Elite Legend. You've gone down now, like with Zulu Romeo getting to Sagittarius A first. You're up there as the discoverer of alien ruins. You're in the lore now.
Yep, you are officially part of the lore, and I'm sure that we'll see your name pop up in many different places. So, lots of congrats going out from the bros in the chat, and that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks once again for everyone for joining in. We'll see you all next Sunday, and this is Commander Josh Hawkins signing off.